वर्किंग ऑन रियल स्टेट। पैसे कैसे कमाने होते हैं रियल स्टेट में? बायर से घर लेके, सेलर से घर लेके बायर को बेचने का और उसमें जो कमीशन होता है, आई थिंक दैट्स ऑल वी नीड टू मेक. So that would be the agenda today. I'll check some of the DMs before I begin, and then we'll get started. Okay, here's a property we have. I'm going to share my screen on Discord. Let me see. Oh, my camera's not on, so there you go. My screen on Discord. Here you are. Okay, so I'm gonna do a bunch of questions quickly, and then we'll do a little bit of basics, because some of the issues we're having since in yesterday deal or day before yesterday was about the basics. So I'll talk about those a little bit today. For now, Hamad said DM first, so I'm gonna quickly check his company or the property. How do you feel about St. Joe's? I have a potential seller for an opportunity from 4 to 5 million, 20% down with killer 30%. Hamad, for this one, yeah, we have to do we have to do 10%. उसको 20% नहीं कर सकते. We have to do 10% down, and then we can go with that. This one is the Africa Union. So वो बोल रहा है कि लार्जर डाउन पे, इस घर पे लार्जर डाउन पेमेंट चाहिए और उसको इंटरेस्ट रेट चाहिए. ठीक है. तो इंटरेस्ट रेट आप उसको बोलो कि इंटरेस्ट रेट विल बी 0%, बिकॉज वी विल बी फाइनेंसिंग द डाउन पेमेंट फ्रॉम ए हार्ड मनी लेंडर. ओके. उसको बोलना कि बिकॉज वी आर कमिंग एट आस्किंग, given the days on the market, which is 293, we're coming at asking, given the day on the market, that is 293, there will be no interest. Also, because we are getting a loan for the down payment, okay, from a hard money lender. So there is no interest on this one. Okay, hopefully you got that. I'll move on to the next one, just so we can get through a lot of questions. $2.1 million property. Net operating is 121,050. 5-year annual rate. Sure. Images. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, roof needs work. What is that? Burnt? Okay, that's fine. Proposed terms 2 million. हमने इसको propose किया है $2 million with the 200,000 down payment. Okay. 84 terms. Yeah. Agent response: the down payment needs to be minimum 600K. I don't see anything for interest rate. Jetin property. Okay, it's a different one. Okay. Yeah, so आप ना इसके भी डेज ऑन मार्केट यहाँ से निकल जाते हैं आराम से. Last updated right here. No, days on the market right here. Okay. So January 1st 28. So it's more than 60-70 days. हो गए हैं इसको 6 month हो गए almost. I guess 5 month हो गए almost. तो आप उसके जो है ना डेज कैलकुलेट कर दें। यूजली मैं क्या करता हूँ, डेज ऑफ मार्केट को कॉपी करता हूँ और चार्ट जीपीटी देता हूँ और उसको बोलता हूँ कि भाई मुझे इस डेट से आज तक के कितने दिन हुए वो मुझे बता दो। तो वो बता देता है। आई डोंट नो, आई थिंक इट्स गोना बी 120 समथिंग डेज। ठीक है। तो 100 उसको बोलो अगेन सेम थिंग, इसको आपको बोलनी पड़ेगी। आपको बोलना पड़ेगा कि गिवन द डेज ऑन द मार्केट नंबर वन एंड कमिंग एट ऑलमोस्ट आस्किंग प्राइस, this would be my down payment and this would be the issues um, in this, right? I also think कि हमें roof, we might need to replace the roof, number one. Number two, it's a 5 unit building. um, yeah, let me see what rent he's making. 2000, so about 14,000 a month. 169, yeah, right. So Hamad, run your numbers on this number, okay? और अगर उसकी NOI दी हुई है तो उस पर रन करो right here, current income, there should be a net operating income, जहाँ पे net operating income दी हुई है उस पर नंबर रन करना, फ्यूचर वाले नंबर यूज़ नहीं करना जो इसने लिखा हुआ है market rent, okay? Alright, we'll go to Jatin property. Below is the proposed structure. The seller wants 2% interest. 950. Okay, 950 है, down payment 10.2%, 84 month, or we can add 8% on top of the purchase price with 0% interest. Jitin rejected both offers. Can you also check? I ran the number of 2% interest to see if it's correct. I have a doubt. Yeah, Hamad, if you do you have a screenshot of the numbers? I can quickly go through it. What are the current status of 50K properties? Have you sent a contract cancellation? Is it signed by the seller or seller? And you said you will send me a report as well to reach out to agent. We already sent to the we already sent it to the agent long time ago. But I'll send you right now. I have it in my folder. There should be like 2 reports in that. But yeah, so 50K property, we have sent the cancellation contract from our side, so technically it's cancelled. But I think seller is a little bit confused, so he don't want to cancel it. So the seller hasn't signed the contract yet. So that's fine because at the end of the day हमने तो उसको seller का cancellation भेज दिया है, but उसने अगर sign नहीं करा, it's fine. I think seller wants to keep us at the same time. At the same time, they are working on getting his own lending, like getting his appraiser of the home. वो खुद भी वैल्यू निकालना चाह रहे हैं घर की. Spark said hi. Hi Spark, how you doing? Yeah, so we have sent a cancellation, but they haven't cancelled it. I think they want to wait a little bit to make sure that we don't run away. And of course, we're not running away. But did you reach out to the agent? Did you reach out to the agent and ask if there's more properties she can give us? Because she told me that she's working on one. We'll get something done. Okay, Hamad, send me the numbers on the Jatin property, which is this one. I will run it with you. I think 2% will work. The reason why, because of the purchase price, right? 1.2 से आपने इसको 950 लेके आ गए, so that's about 300,000 difference है. ठीक है, अब 300,000 में difference तो है, but rent आपका तो नहीं है, right? तो उसमें आपका interest rate बेहतर, interest rate आप डाल सकते हैं 2% का. That's not too bad. उसने रिजेक्ट की करी. आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड इट. 2% हमने इसको इंटरेस्ट दिया है, डाउन पेमेंट इसको 10% की दी है. उससे आप पूछो कि I'm not sure what you mean by that. I have done exactly what you asked. We are preparing the offer exactly what you're asking for. 95,000 down payment, 10%, 2% interest, and a little bit lower on the price. That's fine. It's not that low for a multi-unit. उससे आप पूछो कि क्यों बोला है, फिर वो आपको बताएगा कि नहीं परचेज प्राइस कम है, तो ठीक है आप परचेज प्राइस पे ऊपर चले जाओ, वो तो हम आपने वैसे ही अच्छा किया कि आपने पहले इसको डिस्काउंट लिया हुआ है, सो आई थिंक इट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. Okay, Harry said hi. Hi, Harry. Hope you're doing well. Fahim Khan said by Isper Collins. Okay, let me see. Um, I'm looking at Fahim's. Oh, Fahim changed his profile picture. Okay. सैयद भाई इस पर कॉलिंस की मेल आ रही है, वो बात करना चाह रहा है कि आप कॉलिंस को कॉल कर सकते हैं. I can call, dude. By the way, Amen, your person is just pain in my butt. I'll tell you what. उसको कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया है सब कुछ करके, राइट. उसका डिस्कशन है कि उसकी ईमेल आती है कि बोल रहा है कि जाके आप एजेंट लो, जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिखा है मैं उसको प्रेजेंट नहीं कर सकता. I honestly I was so pissed last night when I saw his email. I was boiling. I was literally boiling um, when he sent me this email. Okay, he's saying, thank you. I advise you to reach out to an agent to assist you. I believe we are working in the right direction, but I believe it is in the best interest to get an agent involved to help you with sending a complete offer that I can present. What you have sent is not presentable. So he's not even presenting our offers to the seller. He's just BSing the whole way through, and it's pissing me off so much. It's pissing me off so much. Um, Let me actually call him because I honestly I was gonna call him yesterday, but I was like, if I call him right now, I'm gonna be so rude. We're gonna lose this deal. Can agent does agent need to have offer written to present, or can it be verbally? Okay, हम करते ये क्या हम in the state MI Michigan. Okay, in Michigan, a real estate agent is generally required to present all written offer. Okay, so all written offer बोल रहा है कि under the Michigan, let me open some of the things, and real estate under so formal written offer under Michigan administrative law, the license must be delivered to all written offers to purchase upon receipt. Even if an agent thinks the offer is too low or has an existing agreement, they must still present it unless the seller has instructed them in writing to not present offers below a certain price. A verbal offer is essentially just a conversation or a temperature check. It's not considered formal. Enforceably, let me see. When buyer decide. For more details, Michigan administration code, because I need to mention that to him because he's just being stupid. Okay, let me call the Justin man. It's just not Justin. What's his name? Adam's property. Where's his number? One second. Whatever. Let me find it here. It's gonna be a heated conversation. I can guarantee you that.
Hello, it's Chris.
Hey, Chris. This is Said. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Saeed. Yeah, I sent what you gave me off to my broker,
Yeah.
and and he's like, it's not an offer. He's like, so he said,
Can you?
advised me to advise you to, I know you obviously must be hesitant for get an agent for some reason, but advised me to advise you that at this point it would make sense for you to bring an agent in to help you put together an offer, and then we can try to see if we can make something work.
I want to see what offer do you mean? All the terms and condition is there. This contract is written by a professional licensed attorney, and you're saying that this is not valid to show to Mr. Seller. I'm reading.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Is whoever's advising you, then they're advising you incorrectly, and you're missing things.
Okay,
So
can I just?
And my broker explained to me it's not right for me to advise you on how to write your offer, but you should get representation and have them put together an official offer for you and send it. Maybe your lawyer's confused and he doesn't understand you're trying to submit an official offer because you're missing.
Can I read you a law that he sent me? And because you have
I'm
sent
not a lawyer,
me,
so it's not
that's
going
the
to make
thing.
a difference to me, sir.
That's the thing, sir. You have sent a written offer, and you mentioned that you will not present it to the seller. According to the state of Michigan, all offers must be presented to the seller, regardless of the nature. Right?
That is exactly correct, and that's why I sent it to my broker, and my broker reviewed it, and he said this
your
is not an
broker
offer.
will not be liable for any lawsuit that because you wrote the explanation and you told me that you will not present it to the seller. Correct?
Okay. Well, I will wait to hear from your legal counsel. At this point, you'll have to contact my broker moving forward.
Okay, I will actually. And can you tell me? Honestly, it's boiling my blood, bro. It's boiling my blood. This is the first time in 10 years I've heard an agent who's that stupid.
Hi, thank you for calling Realty Experts. Please choose from the following options. To leave a message for our operator or Tina Doty, press 0. For Brad Jordan, press 1. For MJ Townsend, press 2. Christopher Mann, press 3. Brandon Farrell, press 4. Ed Birch, press 5. Carla Ayers, press 6. Dave Borowski, press 7. David Palmer, press 8. Greg Drake, press 9. Deb Huber, press the star button.
Let me call the other agent. There's 2 agents on this property. Let me call the other agent.
Hi, you've reached Brad Jordan, principal broker for Realty Experts. Please leave a brief message, the nature for your call, and your telephone number twice, and I'll return your call as promptly as possible. Thank you.
Hey Brad, this is Syed. We have been in communication with Christopher on the property at Adam Street. There's few ways I've sent him the offer. There was one in a normal PDF that I have been sending to an agent. They translate my offer to the seller, and they let us know if it's accepted or rejected. The other way is that I have attorney. I don't have a buyer's agent. I have the attorney that writes the contract for us. So I've got the offer from him and sent it to him. In both cases, again written, he has mentioned that he will not present it to the seller. I was advised by attorney that in state of Michigan, all agents are required by law to present the offers to the seller, regardless of the nature. And he, on the call with Christopher, he explained that that is correct. However, he's still rejecting to present my offer to the seller. So I just want to understand what really I'm doing wrong here and how we can make this work. At the end of the day, I want to buy this property, and I'm sure Christopher wants to sell this property, or sell from the seller point of view. So I'm not sure where the miscommunication is happening. I would love to send you a few things your way too if you can help me out here. Let me know. Talk soon. Bye for now. Okay. Um, Hey Brad, hope you're doing well. Just left you a quick voice note on the property at Adam Street. Please give me a call when you have a chance. Thank you. The problem also is the bigger problem for the agent. First of all, legally मैं आपको law school का firm निकाल के दिखा रहा हूँ, and legally in the state of Michigan उसको लाजमी होता है present करे. उसने खुद भी बोल दिया yes, मगर वो तब भी present नहीं करा. और funny thing is उसने email में लिख के दिया है कि I will not present this offer to seller, right? जो कि इतना बड़ा proof है for easy lawsuit कि आपने खुद मना किया है कि आप ये नहीं करेंगे, और ईमेल पे रिटन लिख के दिया. चलो मुंह से बोला तो एक बात होती है ना कि गलत हो बोल दिया सही बोल दिया, but he wrote it down in the email and sent it to me. It was boiling my blood since last night and still does. Anyways, this is just so stupid. I don't know where he got his education from. Okay. I have to calm down a little. हेलो सर, अगर टेम्परा फ्लोरिडा में प्रॉपर्टी लीड फाइंड करके देता हूँ तो क्लोज होती है, कैश ऑफर लीड है ये मेंशन. बेसिकली क्वेश्चन है कि अगर हम लोग की कोई प्रॉपर्टी आती है फ्लोरिडा या किसी भी सिटी में, एंड अगर वी आर एबल टू गेट मोर देन 500. 500 is minimum, but जितनी अच्छी डील है you can go up to 1,000. बिल्कुल डिपेंड्स कि कितनी अच्छी डील है. Anyways, let's go back to questions again. Okay, Hamad, any other questions? I guess I got all yours. Eamon, yours were only one. This Justin guy. That's pretty much it here. And I'll move on to calling today. Jacksonville. Okay, let's do some calls. Jacksonville, Florida. Again, a great city, investor friendly city. पैसे इसके इतने ज़्यादा नहीं है, and it's very close to the beach, so it's always good as an Airbnb rental market, stuff like that. तो हम आज इस पे कॉल करते हैं. What we will focus on, we'll focus on seller finance. Okay, if they don't accept it, we will just be like move on to the next. So I'm gonna open a few tabs so I can call them. Okay. Alright, so this is the house. Method आप लोगों को तो पता ही होगा किस तरह देखना है. मैं सिर्फ ये करना चाह रहा हूँ कि I wanna see the image inside. घर looks like घर को fix किया गया, so that's good. 11 days on Zillow, that's okay. 2000 views. I don't think it's 11 days on views then. उसने market को हटा के दोबारा लिखा होगा. No, it's not. So he bought it for 59,000. Probably put some more money in it, and he's selling for 219. He bought it in 2026. He's selling it back. So yeah, this is most likely a flip property. I don't think they would have a seller finance opportunity on this one. Yeah, because it's flip property. Flip का property का मसला ही के है कि उसमें उन्होंने दो सो 4-5 या तो एक महीने के अंदर इसने प्रॉपर्टी ख़त्म करी. दैट मीन्स इसके ऊपर लोन होगा. एक महीने में वो धैर्य पे नहीं कर सकता. सो विल मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट वन. 109 घर अंदर से ओके लग रहा है, बट आई थिंक द रेंट 11 days. पिक्चर्स को बहुत ज़्यादा ही कुछ एडिट करके अच्छा दिखाने की कोशिश की गई है, बट इट नीड्स डिसेंट वर्क. Okay, let me check everything first. Listing remove, listing sale, pending sale. 114 पे सेल पेंडिंग थी. सोल्ड खुद ने 23,000 पे लिया था 2019 में. तो 2026 we can call this guy.
You've reached the voicemail for Justin McCahill with Roundtable Realty. For the quickest response, please send me a text message or leave a detailed message after the tone, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Have a good day.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time.
Mr. Justin. Okay, I'll come back to this later. Just move on to the next one. 2219. Let me see a quick message. I asked agent about a property. He showed me 8 houses. Also told me the asking price and ARV. Would we still consider the buying properties like these? Yes, yes. It's normal thing. So अगर वो आपको asking price बता रहा है और ARV बता रहा है, वो basically बोल ये रहा है कि उसकी property में काम है जो बता रहा है कि after repair value कितनी हो जाएगी. That's it. आपको जो लिस्टेड प्राइस है ना, जो भी लिस्टेड प्राइस है उसका आपने 60% ऑफ लेना है, 30% ऑफ, 40% ऑफ लेना है, इस तरह का देखना है. ठीक है, जो लिस्टेड प्राइस है, अगर वो ऑफ मार्केट है देन अ होल डिफरेंट थिंग। अगर वो ऑन मार्केट है तो जो भी लिस्टेड प्राइस है उसका आप 0.60 का फॉर्मूला यूज़ कर लें, 0.50 का, 0.30 का, XYZ। But yeah, we definitely buy them. All 8 properties are good properties for us to buy. ख़राब प्रॉपर्टीज़ बुरी नहीं होती हैं, बस ख़राब प्रॉपर्टीज़ का डिस्काउंट ज़्यादा चाहिए होता है क्योंकि इसमें इतना सारा पैसे लगाने पड़ेंगे आगे जाके। Okay, so it's 105, so that's not a bad property. Outside income producing property, a tenant occupied with 3 bedroom, 2 single family, strong returns, offering East Square charm. Please do not disturb the tenant. All goes through the listing agent. Let's call the listing agent Jason. Open the phone, do not disturb. Okay, let's call this listing agent Jason. Jason 213. Oh wait.
For Realty Experts and Christopher. Sir, your offers that you're sending are not a bona fide offer. Other than that, when we have a bona fide offer, we will legally present it. The seller does not want to be bothered, in this particular case, per their instruction, without a bona fide offer. Equally, this property has not been offered for terms of the document that you are sending. We're willing to present any bona fide offer, even land contract, when we have a bona fide offer that can be presented to a seller. Absent of that, you can use an attorney or a real estate agent to prepare your offer and have it bona fide and sent to us, and we will present it. If you have any further questions, you can reach me at 734-223-8725. We have spent a lot of time on this, just getting to a bona fide offer. So please bring it to the forefront of procuring an offer that can be presented legally, not just a document. Again, my telephone number, and I'm happy to discuss this further, 734-223-8725. My name is Brad Jordan. Thank you so much and have a wonderful afternoon. It is about 12:40.
So this is the broker. I left him a message and left him a text message. So he left me a voice note. I don't know why didn't he call me right away. He just left me a voice note instead of calling me. Apparently, bona fide offer is something different. Now the thing is, what he's playing games. Now he said that as be instructed by the seller, right? Now अगर seller खुद बोलता है कि भाई मुझे ऐसी ही ऑफर चाहिए और इसके अलावा कोई भी ऑफर नहीं चाहिए, in writing, okay, that needs to be in writing to the agent कि इसके अलावा की कोई ऑफर नहीं चाहिए, then they can reject it before they send it to the seller. ठीक है, मगर अभी यह है कि इसने जानबूझ के बोला है कि bona fide offer. It's the exact same thing, man. It's the exact same thing. Bona fide is a general legally binding proposal or purchase lease made in good faith and good intention, actual financial capacity to fulfill the terms, honest intent, financial capability, serious terms, arm's length transaction. Financial resources, pre-approval letter, proof of fund, blah blah blah. That's already sent. Serious terms, yeah, it's a serious terms. What else? Deposit timelines, everything is mentioned in there. The offer must be present in a. Let me call this guy.
Hello, this is Brad.
Hey Brad, this is Syed. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well. So I just got your message. You mentioned that the seller has instructed to only see the bona fide offers. Am I correct?
Correct. Offers that are legally binding if they accepted the offer. You have not sent us anything that they can sign that would legally bind you to an offer. Absent of that, we're not presenting it. Equally, there are terms in your offer without a blood relation to the seller. I have to check with my office attorney again.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot do a 0% interest rate unless you're related. It has to be federally mandated short-term interest rate in that range, mid-term interest rate, or mid-term length, or long-term interest rate.
Mm-hmm.
And with you having 0, you don't even have a legal contract that I can present to the seller in that regard either. So my advice would be to have an attorney draft an offer for yourself if you want to pay them, or have a real estate agent do so on your behalf, which if they're going to write the offer on your behalf for the property, they can do it specific to that address, and then you're not bound to use them on any other property. But you would then have enough submitted to us in a manner that, and forgive me, sir, but representing the seller, I'm not going to advise somebody how to give us a bona fide offer, because at that point, I'm giving counsel to somebody who's not a client of mine,
Right.
and I don't intend to do the transaction on both sides should the seller negotiate out the terms. You should know, though, sir, that the property hasn't been offered term-wise on a land contract. So that's also something, you're not that it wouldn't get presented, but I'm certainly not going to overstep our relationship with this particular seller who we've worked with for over a decade now on properties to facilitate something that I haven't put our ducks in a row on in order to protect them, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so if you take those appropriate steps, and it's your right to do so on your own if you so choose, absolutely. But when we have what is a presentable offer in a format, no matter how poorly it's written, but can legally be signed and is a bona fide offer, we will absolutely present it. But
Okay.
I also don't want to give you any inclination that our advice to the seller, if asked, would be for them to accept it. It is nowhere near what, as the broker offer owner of the office, I would advise them to even consider, but rather put it out to the public for a land contract if that's something they wanted to explore, because people doing land contracts now from the seller's side are getting extremely good terms, and the terms that are within the legal parameters of yours are, of course, certainly written to what you would like, and there may be room to negotiate to something if the seller was accepting to that. But you understand where we're coming from, correct?
Right. No, I completely understand. It's not my intention to cause an issue between that. All I wanted in that terms is to write the offer, have it presented. If there is a counter, we'll work on improving the offer and discuss that out. The issue I was facing, I'm not able to get to that step. Right. I'm stuck between agents and brokers. I'm not able. My offer is not getting to the seller. According to my understanding, I have done more properties. Bona fide. Can you help me explain what is bona fide offer? Maybe I'm missing in Michigan State. There's something.
All you're basically sending an intent. You're just sending terms. You have not sent an offer.
I have sent a
An
proper
offer-
contract. I've literally sent a
An
proper
offer would come-
contract.
Pardon me?
I have sent a proper 8-page contract written by the attorney with our terms to Mr. Chris. It has all the legal things, all the legal bindings, all the things that needs to be there
It
in
does
terms of the,
not. It does not. The seller cannot sign that offer and it's accepted.
that's the thing. It's not. I don't
There's
want
a
them
simple
to.
step. You don't want them to what? Accept your offer?
No, I don't want them to sign the contract. The issue is that we're not getting to the seller, right? Like I'm creating all the
You're not
terms.
going to get to the seller here. I will tell you what you need to do. Sign an offer. Okay? And then you're going to get a counter back from the seller, which is because we've worked with her for numerous properties, that you are going to need to provide, and this is if she says yes to a land contract, proof of income, proof of down payment, all of the documents that are going to be necessary to support the payment can be made, all of that.
So
In
if
order
you
for them
ask
to give you
the
in
same,
order for them to give you any counter offer.
sir, if you ask the
Because
same question,
absent of all of that, go ahead.
sir, if you ask the same
Why
question
would
to
they
Chris,
negotiate with somebody who hasn't shown them they can purchase it?
sorry, that's what my next comment is. If you ask the Chris, you will find everything in his email. According to him, he don't want to open it. Any of the links on the profile that he's not. He just want a plain PDF. I have sent him the proof of
If you're
funds.
not gonna, if you're gonna send us a link, we absolutely
No,
100%
I did
will
not send
open
him
it.
the link. Like I said, there was a link that was sent first. After 2-3 days, he told me no, I cannot open it. So then I sent a PDF version, okay, with all the attachment that includes a proof of funds, that includes a pre-approval, that includes my credibility, other properties we have bought in the area, so that he can
Wait,
understand.
What would the pre-approval be for if it's land contract? It would
The-
just be proof of funds, correct?
Exactly. The pre-approval, we have
Yeah.
ability to buy. So we have lenders that can give us money if we need it. But I just put it there because I was getting frustrated because we're not getting anywhere. It's been 2 weeks I've been in
Because you haven't
discussion.
signed an offer, quite honestly.
Well-
Sign the offer that you have. I'll give you my email address. Send it to me. It will get presented. And if the seller wants to pursue it, great.
Yes,
The other thing
exactly.
is,
That's all I wanted to do.
Why in your offer is it 0% interest? That's not. I've done numerous land contracts. Haven't in 7 years. When I did my last one myself, and would have done 0 interest if it was legal. So I need a contract that is going to be. There's going to be interest charged per the federal government of short-term interest rate, long-term interest rate, or midterm interest rate, and that is all available with a simple Google search the last time I did it. Again, I haven't done it since the pandemic. So you can give me something that, because I'm not going to take a contract to a seller, that's not signed. If you send me everything that you've got supporting documents, the signed contract, put in an interest rate within that legal limit, or I'm not going to present it, because I'm not going to have the seller negotiate from the beginning with a contract that's not even legal. It's not bona fide, if that makes sense. A non-signed offer is only a letter of this is a letter of intent. A letter of intent does not have to be presented to the seller in the state of Michigan, or I would write one for every property I ever wish to purchase with every top producing real estate agent to keep them from going on competing appointments with me. So there's steps that have to be taken, and you're welcome to do them yourself. You're welcome to use an attorney. I realize that most real estate agents and frankly most brokers don't know what they should be doing or shouldn't be doing. And we are just going to do it under the way that we've operated. I've never had a grievance at the state that went anywhere. I don't intend to do that. My goal would be to satisfy your presentation of your offer to your satisfaction, so that when I respond, it's going to be, professional. The seller says these are the terms that they would be willing to entertain a land contract on. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to guide you on how to do your half if you're doing it yourself. if that makes sense.
Right.
Because you're not going to be saving any commission.
Right.
The way our
So-
contract is written is if the buyer does not use a buyer's agent, the entire commission then goes to the listing agent as a seller's agent. So you're not going to end up paying for a buyer's agent if you use one. Is what
So,
I'm saying.
I understand
It would
that,
still be
and
covered
this
by
is-
the seller.
Yeah, this is out of respect to the seller. If we don't need to, because we don't use agent, we have attorney that we pay per hour. He writes up everything, gets things done, and we go with that. This is out of respect to the seller because we are, in a sense, coming at a lower asking price usually in the cash offers. This is seller finance's different strategy, but usually this is why we do so that Mr. Seller will not have to put a lot of money out of pocket. Or the other thing I spoke to the Chris about. Like, if you need me to have an agent, why don't you guys present us? Last time I checked, dual agency is allowed in the state of Michigan. So why don't you guys?
It's not allowed in my brokerage firm. When part of our presentation to our sellers, you hire us as a listing agent. If we don't have a valid contract that's signed and dated prior to your listing contract date, we are a listing agent. That buyer must use a buyer broker. We will not be a dual agent. They can sign, and you can sign a document with Chris that says Chris is a seller's agent,
Mm-hmm.
and then Chris can tell you, this, and this will be signed. He can send it to you for digital signatures, which would be, the purchase contract that you have isn't a bad one, quite frankly. It's just some of the manners in which that information is in there. Again, 0% interest. For some silly reason, they put in there that the seller cannot use any of that $25,000 down payment to pay the listing agent's commission. Why would that be the case? The seller's got to bring an outside check to closing to pay for the agent's commission.
That's
When they're getting the $25,000 check, that's just poorly written. And if you used an attorney, I would tell you that I don't know that attorney is familiar with that purchase agreement. Because, again, it is not written, the fields aren't filled in as they should be. The seller unknown, that's completely understandable. I would have done the same thing, and so I'm not complaining or disappointed in that. I actually think if you did that yourself, you did a pretty darn good job, probably one of the better ones that I've ever seen from someone doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that I'm not disappointed with. I just want to... here's what I'll tell you, and I'll tell you this from a business perspective, and you are a business individual. Chris is spending too much time on something that the seller is either going to agree to or not agree to, and that's okay. But to get to the question of whether the seller will entertain it or not, we're practicing everything has to be in order. And so, do you have a pen? I'm going to give you my specific email address.
sure.
I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you more of my personal email because my office is moving this week. It also is my real estate email, but it's RE
Okay.
broker, BROKER,
Mm-hmm.
Brad, BRAD, at gmail.com. So rebrokerbrad@gmail.com.
Yep, I got it.
If you could, because it'll work easiest for me, and if this is possible on your end and not too much work, when you send the purchase agreement signed with whatever interest rate you're going to put in there that is within the range of, I believe if I remember your offer, it was a short-term period is where I believe it would be in there.
Yes.
And sign it, send it all to me in one PDF would be ideal, and I'll confirm I have it, and, give me 24 hours, a business day to get it presented, and we'll get a response back to you, of course, of whatever direction the seller wants to go.
Sure.
But the advantage of having a signed offer is when I meet with the seller, if the seller wants to sign the offer, they sign it. They've got an accepted offer minus the buyer's acknowledgement on some purchase agreement. Yours, I can't recall if it had the extra signature or not. But then the buyer would sign, or vice versa. If they countered, then the seller would bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
But absent of this, This is just negotiating for the sake of negotiating, which, from a pragmatic perspective of time, is not going anywhere for anybody. We've lost a lot of time if this could have been done.
Well, it might be time for you guys. We are losing money as well because the attorney to write the contract, it costs us money. So usually how it does, we do it.
Well, first of all, I can't tell you to hire another attorney. But what you gave me, if an attorney typed it, unless I'm mistaken and something changed since the pandemic, your attorney typed up a contract that's not even legally able to be executed. So it can't even legally be binding by either party. So I wouldn't be negotiating. I wouldn't.
Help me understand. Maybe I have a bad attorney, but help me understand. What do you mean by legally binding? It has my name, my everything I own.
If you don't have terms that are legal,
Which terms?
It's not an offer.
Sir,
If you don't have an interest rate, you have interest rate of 0 in the offer that I saw. Does that
yes,
change?
that's correct. The interest is 0, and I can show you again. I'll show you my portfolio, and you will see how many houses
It
I've
doesn't
bought.
matter to me how many you have that are like that.
Yeah, so it
neighbor
means
right
it's
now
not
has a 0%
illegal.
land contract, and he's sold every house that he buys that way with me. He sells them. But I absolutely will not be involved in his purchases on 0% interest because I know what was legal when I did it and what wasn't. So until somebody shows me that's changed, allows me to take the time to see that it's changed, I'm not going to put the time into it to research it until I have an offer that is signed. That's step one.
So you're
And I
saying
don't.
you mentioned that the 0% interest is illegal in the state of Michigan while you're purchasing a property.
This is a federal. It's a federal law on.
Okay, so
what
federally
charge
it's
for interest
illegal.
rate. From what I understand, there is a minimum interest rate that must be charged between two parties that are not related. If the two parties aren't related, that interest rate has to be within a federally mandated range of the low end and the high end, and that range is a short-term range, and then that range is different for midterm, and then that range is different for long-term. And the term is determined by the number of years window. That's how it was on the last one that I personally did.
Okay.
So I'm willing to happily research it, and I'm not debating whether you have many at 0% interest. That I'm not debating because I know so many people that do. I'm saying if I can't find that it's legal, it's not going through my brokerage. Period.
That's fine.
I could be making $1
I
million
wouldn't.
on it.
I wouldn't want you to do something illegal, right? If you think it's illegal, that's
No, and
completely fine.
You sound like you are completely legitimate, and I'm not debating that. So send me your package to the email address you've given me. I will confirm I have it.
Okay.
If you don't want to change your interest rate, don't change your interest rate. And I'm going to look it up. But if I still find that is not within that range, it's not getting presented.
Right. No, that's completely fine. I agree with you. I have no issue. If you think it's illegal, you found it's illegal, no problem at all. Maybe something I need to be learned that could be taught there as well. So that's not a problem. I'll give you a little bit of idea why the interest is not there. It's usually because we're coming at asking, no discussion on the price, no appraisal, no none of that. So that's why we kind of focus on the cash flow because we're coming at asking for the seller. No interest rate give us idea and chance to refinance in that short term easier. If I have even $1 going to interest, I have that dollar less at the time of refinance within that short balloon period. That's all why we come at asking no interest rate so we can refinance and get Mr. Seller out of the deal fairly quickly.
Sure. And what's your process if it does not appraise and you can't finance that out that short term?
So there's a couple of things. So one thing, we are bringing 25K down, right? So 10% down right there and then, number one. Number two, in that 84 months period, all the payments we'll be making will be the principal only, right? So we will definitely have that 75% equity in it. Now, let's just say in an odd case, which it hasn't happened yet, but in an odd case, the property didn't appreciate we're not able to make that 25% cutoff. We can put some money in. It's probably going to be like $5,000-$6,000 at best. but nothing more. And if that's the other possibility, we also could do is that we can extend 1 year and make more payments in that 1 year and then close it.
So, and I appreciate the background because it is all information that is helpful, as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Let me play the devil's advocate on how I would be thinking, and I'm going to say it to you up front so that you can give me your response, so perhaps I can solve whatever it is before I even go to the seller with my concern.
100%.
You've already mentioned extending it. The seller in this particular situation is not in any hardship to sell it. I'm going to be very frank with you. It's
Right.
fucking overpriced grossly.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's so grossly overpriced, and we have been honest with her from the get-go on that, and you buy it on a land contract with intention to pay it off short term, and it's not going to appraise as a one-bedroom, one-bath on each side. You haven't seen either unit,
Mm-hmm.
other than the photos, I'm assuming.
Correct.
And then, then she's now in a land contract that pays her nowhere near what she could get for market rate rent,
Mm-hmm.
and just wait till it gets to the figure that she wants. Because the advantage she has is she's capped on her property tax from so long ago that, for most people, when that property tax comes off, there isn't money there in a profit. And so now on a land contract, I got to go to her and I'm going to pitch, hey, here's your path to this number. It's higher than the market is going to sell your duplex for. Do you have interest in it? Let's not even discuss the interest rate yet because it's a moot point. And then, yes, she has interest. Now we're talking about, an interest rate and why you want it there. My suggestion is still, I'm going to have to check into that, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What is the advantage to her for me not saying to her, why not put it out to the market with similar terms that doesn't, would you be willing to put something in there that, your balloon payment is balloon payment and there is no extension?
Yeah, we can if that would give Mr. Seller or Miss Seller peace of mind, we're okay with that. That would work because all we need is just that time period, and we know we would be able to refi in the time period. That's not issue. Now, putting an interest because we are coming in without an appraisal at the start would take us to the back feet. Now we are more scared going into the deal because what if, right? But right now we can come at asking, our focus is mainly cash flow. As long as the property is cash flowing, we're good to go. We can own it for the next 84 months or so and then just balloon it out. So that shouldn't be an issue. We can, if you like, I can get the attorney to add the contract that there will be no extension on this property. That's completely fine.
No, I mean, I would rather present with what you send me. I would not like to negotiate on behalf of the seller, certainly, but rather that was more of what I would be putting out to her, and then I would have to bring back to you anyways, knowing that she's going to heed my advice. So I might as well just ask you that question now. Equally, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter to the seller. If I recall in your purchase agreement, you do understand how taxes are prorated in this section of Michigan, prorated in advance.
That's correct.
Your purchase agreement is vague, and it's done on a July 1st for the summer and a December 1st for the winter.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Monroe County, one county south, goes a different way. That's why I was mentioning it.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. So you've got my email address.
Okay.
Send that in one PDF. Give me, the rest of today and tomorrow morning, and Chris or I will respond. If Chris is the one who ends up responding, I will have him copy me on it so we are all on the same thread. I will tell you that Chris has been communicating with me on this from the onset, and to give you a little bit of background on why we're not willing to open links at all. The link, there are a bunch of scams that are going on targeting real estate professionals that are using links to open to look at offers that are on properties that you've got listed that come in with another realtor that you likely know, and it's a link that catches something on the computer and you're done. So we're getting messages from our board not to open any links that are unknown, and so that's why you kind of got buffed on that.
Right. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Pigeonholed right away into a scam, but were persistent enough that Chris kept calling me on it and saying, it might be real, it might not. So that's why we are where we are. This is
Right.
nothing done intentionally to you, but rather how this one all has come to this day.
Yeah, I understand. It just not the perfect start, but yeah, I will send you everything that you required in terms of presenting the seller. Yeah, let me know what the counter would be. In terms of the link, it would just a signed document, so it's like a secure, DocuSign and things like that. It's that service for us to sign and send the documents. Usually, it has a bank information, so we tend not to send it through like a normal email. It goes through. We try to redact as much as we can the account number and things like that. But the scammers are scammers. They can figure things out the way that we cannot comprehend, I guess. So in that way, that's why it was sent an email with a secure from the company, not from like a personal Gmail account. So that's why. But I will send you information through your personal email, through my personal email, so that you can have a look.
Excellent. And then if you could you pronounce your name Sadiq?
Saeed.
Saeed.
Yeah,
if
you
you
got it.
could, Saeed, when we get off the phone, if you could just text me your shared contact or whatever, and I can put you in my phone directly with your proper name.
Sounds good. I'll do that right away.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Bye now.
Bye for now.
Yep.
Oh, what a conversation, guys. Somebody needs to cut this information and give me this call and the call before that. Somebody needs to edit this in. Again, when you talk about the lawsuit, 90% of the agent will be like this, like a finger. They will fix themselves up and they'll be like, you know what, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. He is saying things that he doesn't even know. He's like, oh, the contract is not legal because there's no interest. And I'm like, okay, do you know that contract is illegal if the interest rate is not? He's like, oh, actually, I haven't looked it up. I have to look into it and then I'll get back to you. But don't send me the contract with a different interest rate. Send me with your interest rate, which is 0. Anyways, I will send him a text and we'll go from there. So Cody is calling. I cannot see the screen right now.
This is Cody.
Hey Cody, this is Sayed. Sorry I missed your call just now.
Hard to reach you. Okay, so I have a meeting in about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
15 to 20 minutes. But what are we doing? Because
So
I'm not sending anything else over to the seller, or at least the owner of the property, until
yeah,
we have, yeah.
so
What's the question?
let's start with enterprise. I think we are good to go on it. I just need to write things up. I don't know if I ask you, are you okay to present us, or dual agency is not allowed?
Yeah, dual agency is 100% okay.
Okay, and your broker
You can
allows
have,
that too?
yeah, that I am the broker.
Oh, you are the broker. Okay, I see. I see. Yeah, that's fine then. So basically, I should be able to send you a number today, and you can send me the contract for representing us in the same transaction. So we can get
Okay.
the paperwork done there. I would let you know. I'm just in contact with the contractor to kind of walk the property. In the meantime, we'll get the paperwork done. On the other
Okay.
side, there's New Orleans. I don't have any contractor close by, so I have my team member kind of working on it. So we kind of looking into. We just had a couple Zoom meeting. I believe it's on Friday, to kind of vet out some of the contractors. So we are still working on that. So enterprise, I can go ahead with as we speak, and that would be the cash offer. Will not be the seller finance, because it just won't make sense. Um, with the current rent.
Okay. Just let me know what day. Well, let's see. So when you send me the information over, then I can draft the paperwork. Secondly, when you have a date and time available for the contractor to do the walkthrough, let me know so I can coordinate that with the tenant because it's occupied.
Right, and I believe they probably need just a 24-hour notice, or do they need
Right.
longer?
We need at least a 24-hour notice.
Sure.
So let's say if, the earliest, like now, being that tomorrow's Wednesday, the ideal is going to be Thursday so that, the tenant has time to make her own preparations.
Right.
Because I don't know the condition of her stuff with her kids
Correct.
and stuff everywhere. But
Right.
but yeah, just as long as I have enough time to notify the tenant and she can make those preparations, that would be great.
Yeah.
And,
Honestly,
not to be there.
yeah. Honestly speaking, I'm not too worried about inspection and enterprise. I'm more so on the New Orleans and the what's the other one? V- Vitae. I can't remember the name. Arbor Vitae.
Yeah, Arbor Vitae.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about this. We can just start the paperwork on it. We can do inspection in the inspection time or like a day before. It doesn't really matter. I'm okay with this. Recently rehabbed. Um, not too worried about that. So, but yeah, I mean, I can send you in writing kind of the offer where I'm at. You can draft the, I guess, the offer and then present it to the seller and then send me the contract with the buyer representation, and we could go from there.
Okay. Okay. That is exactly it. So once I get the email from you, then I'll go ahead and get the documents prepared and sent over. New Orleans. Now that we're on the phone, I am back and forth with that particular owner.
Okay.
It turns out that owner. How do I explain this? So they were originally, before I even listed the property, they were in the interim of, to my understanding, they had, well, from what I could see, I saw the property online, which the only way I could see that is if another broker had listed it.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
it turned out that they were not honest with me. And, but, of course, they canceled that agreement with them and then, of course, listed with me, but we have some miscommunication somewhere or something's not adding up because we've had showings scheduled and then the lockbox was removed. So I think they're playing games, but but I'm
Interesting.
working on that situation now, so I don't want to waste anyone's time on that one until they come correct. Because I have had so many phone calls on this property, honestly, because it really is the perfect rental property because of how it's set up and where it's set up.
Right.
So at this point, I'm actually going to make a phone call to the legal team to see what's the deal on that side, because I can't obviously sell a property that I can't obviously can't sell a property that's not clear, and I can't necessarily list a property that I can't sell. So I need to find some information out on it to see what I can do on my side as a broker, because everything is on the up and up for me when it comes to my contracts.
Right.
So I'm going to figure that one out, hopefully by tomorrow, but I'll keep you posted on it. For Arbor Vitae, you just let me know on that one, because I can get us into that one. That
Okay.
one for sure be worth looking at, with a contractor.
Okay, sounds good. For Arbor Vitae, or do you in general have a contractor that we can use? Because the only thing,
I mean,
we are a little bit far from the enterprise. We usually take about 7 business day inspection time. So I'm just worried if he's not able to make it, or if he make it on time. Can we tell you guys last minute? So that's the only thing I'm kind of confused. If you have someone that's lived there from there, I would be more comfortable in that way for inspection. That could also be possibility. But I'll make sure that my ducks in a row for that contract when we're going.
okay. So 2 things. So you have a choice of, because if you have a home evaluator, that's one thing, but they're set up differently. If you have a contractor that is familiar with the build, or just familiar anywhere, you have different types of contractors. Here we have home improvement contractors, and then we have residential contractors and a commercial contractor. So it's just different tiers. I have a home improvement contractors division with BK Property Advisors LLC, and they're licensed and insured and everything. So it's up to you on how, you tell me, and it can be accommodated with, all the way through. I
Okay.
just need to know what you need from me,
So
other than, the brokerage relationship.
yeah, so if I will have a contractor in line, that wouldn't be a problem. But let's just say in case we're not able to make the 7 day deadline, or something happen, we would be able to kind of call on you guys to go walk the property and kind of give us numbers on that, right?
Yeah, that's not an issue at all. Just let me know.
Okay.
Like, what contractors do you usually have you engaged with so far, so I know which part of town we're dealing with? Because 70805, that's East Baton Rouge Parish, closer to the airline Greenville Springs Road area.
Right.
But if the contractor is from, Ascension Parish or Orleans Parish or another parish, or if it's on the depending on which side, that's it's kind of hard. So you have parishes surrounding EBR, or East Baton Rouge Parish. So I guess just let me know. We'll make the accommodations. The biggest piece is for us to communicate, for me to be able to communicate with the tenant properly,
Right.
so we can get in there.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me send you like a written sort of the offer to you for the enterprise, and then we can go into the documents, and we'll discuss Arbor Vitae a little bit later, and hopefully by that time New Orleans would be we'll have something figured out for that too.
Okay.
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 Sounds good.
That'll work. Thank you.
Perfect. We'll talk soon, Cody.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Cody needs to send the offer. Okay. So let's get back to it, guys. I don't know why agents today has been a bit difficult. Not this guy. He's such a lovely guy. Cody is probably one of the best agents I've seen. Cody and Brian, they're probably one of the best agents I've seen. Okay. Let's see what we have. Say check DM only three things. Okay, I'll check. For your Brian deal, we got the contract today. So we'll I have someone look over it and we'll sign it today. So should be fine for the those three properties. आपसे पार्ट टाइम जॉब का पूछना था टीम के साथ मीटिंग तो हो गई लेट मी नो इफ यू कैन हेल्प ऑफ वर्क व्हिच सेव टाइम bro meeting हुई है but we have to actually see the AI guys quick thing since we are growing right there is no person in this community that's actually just only working for this ठीक है एक और कम्युनिटी है जो कि लिटिल बिट बिगर है जूम में जो होती है जो मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि मेरी इन्वेस्टर के साथ मीटिंग है वो है उसमें है क्योंकि ज़ाहिर वो मनी बनाती है उसको हम चार्ज करते हैं इन्वेस्टर से अच्छे खासे पैसे तो उसमें ज़ाहिर प्रॉपर बंदा होना चाहिए कंसर्न्स के लिए तो वो तो है और वही बंदा कभी कभी यहाँ पे हेल्प कर देता है आई थिंक मैंने उसको हफ्ते में 3 दफ़ा बोला है but anyways so we need someone to work on the electronic side of the things okay the AI the calls the tones ठीक है तो सबसे बड़ी चीज़ जो हमें एक ज़रूरत है वो है someone who can work on coding things of that nature which means creating site creating the um, subscription bars or progress bar because you know आप लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं कि भाई उसका क्या हुआ उसका क्या हुआ so we need to create a system where सब चीज़ें progress bar पे हो आपको पता हो किस level पे कहाँ पे deal है then you don't have to ask me I don't have to check to the team again waste of the time right for now it's okay but I'm saying in general when we grow even bigger so someone like that someone who's great in AI which means video editing website building app creation everything in general for AI AI is a big thing तो AI focused person जो सिर्फ AI को देखता है उसके अलावा उसको कुछ और नहीं काम आता वो right so these two peoples we need and the second we will need is that we need someone to um, take a next step right now all of us in the community is acquisition managers right you have one of us has to be the community leaders your commission split on the community leaders would be very different than $1,000 okay it would be very very different so we need to make someone a community leader who can then do what I'm doing right now okay go lives on YouTube and Instagram and promote there as well as answer questions on the students right so these are the second thing but I would not allow anyone to become a community leader unless they have closed the deal they have done the whole process from A to Z to become the community leader and not just one I need someone to do 2 to 3 deals to be able to promote it to be able to answer people okay so these are the two things we only need so Heather if you are interested in that look into what you can do in terms of AI we can see what we can do there okay but what you said you just told me to ask them what they need I told you this is what we need as a team to go to the next level right next we have to create a website like accusation system where anyone who's giving offer let's say Heather is giving offer to someone and saying strategy in or a company how can they verify it right so then we have to have a website with their name and the face and everything and the link should be in the email signature things like that would be the next thing we gotta do but for that of course we need a little bit of a budget along with help okay all right so going back to second any update on the Brian yes so the Brian I got the 3 contract today early morning so we are going through it I think that should be it we'll go under contract with them can you do a meeting or call with investor yes we can do the meeting and call however for that to happen I would need his POF his credibility his portfolio like what he has done in past right we cannot just give anyone add into the investor. Nagi, any offers need to be stated in a contract to present to the bank. In a state contract to present to the bank, would you like me to write it up for you? If so, what is the best email to use electronic signatures? अगर वो आपको एजेंट बोल रहा है कि भाई मुझे ओपन है, तो ये एजेंट की ईमेल आई है, एनी ऑफर्स नीड टू बी ऑन अ स्टेट contract to present to the bank. Okay, present to the bank. So up oh, you're talking about a, oh, I see, that's the issues. Okay, so probably what you're doing right now, ये जो प्रॉपर्टी है ना, ये प्रॉपर्टी बैंक ओन करता है, इसका मतलब कि ये बैंकरप्ट प्रॉपर्टी है, बैंक ओन करता है यूजुअली। about 90% of the time, about 80 to 90% टाइम हम ये नहीं करते हैं, राइट। मैं आपको जब भी ज़िलों पे आता है, ज़िलों पे अगर आप कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी सर्च करें, फॉर एग्जांपल ये है, बैक टू सर्च करें, बैक टू सर्च, ओके, फिल्टर्स में मैं आपको हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि यहाँ से फोरक्लोजर्स हटा दें, ठीक है। फोरक्लोजर्स और ऑक्शन ये दोनों वो होते हैं जो बैंक के पास प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं या गवर्नमेंट के पास प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं, बंदा टैक्स नहीं पे कर पाया या लोन नहीं पे कर पाया, तो वो प्रॉपर्टी वापस चली जाती है और फिर बैंक सेल करता है, ठीक है। फिर बैंक लोकली कोई भी एजेंट को हायर कर लेगा, भाई तुम एजेंट हो, तुम आ जाओ मेरे लिए ये प्रॉपर्टी सेल करके दो, और बस, राइट। तो फिर एजेंट सेल करवा के बैंक को पैसे वापस करवा देता है उसके, ठीक है। तो अगर आपका ये नहीं चेक ऑफ, तो आपको जिस तरह की अभी बात कर रहे हैं इस इमेज के कि वी हैव टू प्रेजेंट टू द बैंक बिकॉज बैंक इज द ओनर ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी, ये नहीं होगा, ठीक है। बैंक को प्रेजेंट करने में 3-4 मसले आते हैं। पहली बात ये कि वो लोग कभी भी निगोशिएट नहीं करते, ठीक है। वो आपको सेल्फ फाइनेंस की ऑफर ही देंगे, ठीक है, निगोशिएट नहीं करते, इंटरेस्ट रेट उनका ठीक नहीं होता, और अगर आप उनसे ले रहे हो कैश पे, तो वो कैश एक बार, अगर फॉर एग्जांपल ये घर की बात करते हैं, ये घर 105 का है, ठीक है। अब हमने उसको बैंक ने बेचा 105 का था, ठीक है। अब ये घर की वैल्यू हो गई है आई डोंट नो 99, ठीक है, 99 हो गई है, 3-4 हज़ार का हो गया। मगर अगर बैंक ने इस घर पे 105 का लोन दिया हुआ था, तो अब उसको 105 का ही लोन चाहिए, ठीक है। कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि इन्वेस्टर जो जिसने भी घर ओन किया था, वो ओन करके उसने 2 साल ओन किया, फॉर एग्जांपल 10 साल ओन किया फॉर एग्जांपल, और उसके बाद वो बैंकरप्ट हो गया, तो 10 साल के बाद लोन होता होगा कुछ 80,000 का, ठीक है, 80,000 का लोन रह गया था और वो बैंकरप्ट हो गया। तो अब बैंक को तब भी फोकस सिर्फ 80,000 का होता है, भले 105 का घर है अभी, बैंक डजंट मैटर। बैंक बोलेगा भाई मुझे 88 दे दो, वो बहुत है, मतलब 88 मेरी बॉटम लाइन है, ठीक है। तो दोनों सूरत हो सकती हैं, एक ये कि आपको कैश ऑफर बहुत कम में निकल जाती है, हो जाती है, दूसरी वो आपको मूव ही नहीं करेगा, भले मार्केट कितनी भी गिरी हो, उसके पैसे इतने लगे हुए थे तो उसको तो उतने चाहिए, बाकी बातें बाद में, ठीक है। तो ये 2 चीज़ें होती हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ कैश ऑफर। सेकेंड थिंग, दूसरी थिंग जो कि इससे बड़ी है, कि बैंक अलाउ नहीं करता असाइनेबल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स। बैंक बोलेगा नहीं, आपको खरीदना है तो आप ही आओ, जिसको खरीदना है वो खुद सामने आए, वरना मैं इस घर को लेके बैठा रहूँगा जितना लंबा बैठना पड़े, दैट्स इट। तो अब बैंक में मसला होता है कि वो असाइन नहीं करने देता, तो फिर द ओनली ऑप्शन वी हैव कि हम उसको डबल क्लोज करें, कि एक दफ़ा उसको पे करके घर ख़रीद लें, अपने 105 दे के घर खुद ख़रीद लें, हमारा नाम आ जाएगा वहाँ पे, और फिर वो घर हम लेके जाएं 106 का, 107 का, और आगे बेचते हैं, ठीक है। उसमें रिस्क ज़्यादा है, जाहिर सी बात है कि अगर आगे नहीं बिका तब क्या होगा, राइट। हमारी इतनी कैपेसिटी नहीं है जैक्सन मिल में खुद रेंट करने की, what is that case then, right? तो a lot of issues can come in terms of liability कि अगर हम उसको खुद बाय करके सेल करें, बट अगर 105 घर है, आपको मिलता है भाई 50,000 में, then it's no discussion, ठीक है। इस पर तो डिस्कशन है ही नहीं है, कितना भी रिस्क है आप ले सकते हो, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि भाई आपने 50% ऑफ लेके आए हुए हैं, घर की अच्छी कंडीशन है, रेंट पे हम दे सकते हैं, कुछ भी नहीं होता तो हम खुद ही रख लेंगे, दैट्स ओके, राइट। बट अगर नो ब्रेनर नहीं है, इसका मतलब कि कोई भी दिमाग यूज़ नहीं करना, बिल्कुल बहुत ईजी डील नहीं है, देन इट गेट्स टफ। बिकॉज मैं इस तरह सोच रहा हूँ, दूसरा इन्वेस्टर बोले नहीं ये नहीं, मैं नहीं दे सकता या मैं इतने पैसे नहीं दे सकता, देन वी हैव अ बिग लॉस। And again, there is attorney involved, there is lawyers involved, everything is done on a legal format. We cannot back out on that. Okay, so it's a legal headache. What about Alex? Let me check. या एलेक्स से हमारी बात हुई थी 2 मिनट 30 सेकंड की कल, मैं अभी बीच पे। भाई देखिए, लास्ट जो मेरी बात हुई थी, मैंने एलेक्स को बोला था कि मैं आपको दोबारा कंफर्म करूंगा, बट एलेक्स बोल रहा है कि द लोन हैज़ टू बी पेड फर्स्ट, नंबर वन। नंबर टू, लोन कैन नॉट बी टेक ओवर बिकॉज वो कमर्शियल लोन है। ठीक है, कमर्शियल लोन को आप टेक ओवर नहीं कर सकते, रेजिडेंशियल लोन को कर सकते हैं। हाँ तो बोल रहे थे कि इस पे कमर्शियल, इस पे एक स्पेसिफिक कमर्शियल लोन भी लोन अजम्पशन हो जाता है, बट जो उसने स्पेसिफिक लिया हुआ है वो नहीं हो सकता अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम। ओके, बट ही इज गोना कंफर्म विद द सेलर। सो दैट्स द स्टोरी। 4.5 मिलियन से कम की बात हो नहीं रही। 4.5 मिलियन हम ला नहीं सकते क्योंकि कैश फ्लो उसका अच्छा नहीं है। फर्स्ट पोजिशन, if he agree, the problem is the loan takeover is the issue, right? There's not much left in terms of the time. Talk to Alice and see. Alex से आप उसको नहीं पता था वैसे तो क्या इंटरेस्ट है क्या कुछ है, बट उसने ये बोला था कि कमर्शियल नहीं, कमर्शियल है, सो यू कैन नॉट टेक ओवर। तो आप उससे ईमेल करके फॉलो अप कर लो और उससे पूछ लो कि hey Alex, just wondering on your conversation with Syed, what is the loan amount per month and interest rate, and see if this loan can be taken over. Let me check your last message, the bank one. Oh, one thing also, if someone who can edit videos, we could also work on that, because ये जो लाइव होती है ना, उसमें सारे ऐसी चीज़ें होती हैं, एजेंट ने हैंग अप कर दिया, एजेंट बहुत रूड था, या एजेंट ने कुछ बोला फिर उसको वापस ले लिया, ये सब इट्स अ ग्रेट कंटेंट फॉर अस। ठीक है, तो हमें सारी लाइव्स में से ये चीज़ें भी बाहर निकाल के उसको पब्लिश करनी है स्पेसिफिकली एज अ कंटेंट। ब्रो, आपने इसकी क्या ऑफर दी थी इस बैंक वाली प्रॉपर्टी पे? ऑफर इज 84K, 84L, 84K। या 84K इज नॉट अ बैड ऑफर अगर घर की वर्थ इतनी है, राइट? अगर 84K, इट्स नॉट 84, we probably need to put a good 30-40,000 dollars on this. I feel like it could be something more wrong. There's no windows. There's no windows. यहाँ पे windows हैं, yeah, so it's in pretty bad shape. So यहाँ पे windows हैं, तो उन्होंने बोर्ड नहीं लगा हुआ। यहाँ पे windows शायद टूट गई थी या ब्रेक इन हुआ है, जो भी है, it's not a window here. Yeah, I think most likely इस घर का मसला ये कि जो ओनर था इस घर का वो पास आउट हो गया, he moved into the next world. जब भी ये घर की हालत बहुत ख़राब है, nothing has been changed. Let me see, what can we do on this one? 4 bed 2 baths, taxes, यार इसकी इंश्योरेंस बहुत होगी। Yeah, so it's never been sold. That means जो इसका जब घर बना होगा, जिसने घर लिया था तब से लेके अब तक एक ही ओनर है, और ओनर is most likely in Okay, what we can do in this, yeah, I don't know, it's a little bit scary. कैन वी डैलस में दो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर तो हैं एट डैलस टेक्सास I think we have one contractor in Dallas for sure. The second one is a part-time, so we can talk to him. Okay, Heather, what I can do, I can talk to the contractor. हमें हो सकता है किसी को बेचना पड़े इस घर को इस घर में इवन ऑफर डालने से पहले क्योंकि अगर ऑफर डाल दी अगेन इट्स अ बैंक दे हैव अ गुड लॉयर टीम दे कैन कम आफ्टर अस वेरी इजीली तो हमें कॉन्ट्रैक्टर भेजते हैं नंबर कंफर्म पता चलते हैं देन वी कैन से समथिंग लाइक दैट सो check with me tomorrow. I will call my contacts in Dallas with the contractor and see if he can walk the property for free. Okay, if he can do it, then great. If he's charging, if it's small amount, then it's not a problem. But if it's a big amount, like $200-300, that'd be issue. But yeah, Heather, reach out to me tomorrow on update on this. I will let you know on that. बट एक और तरीका होता है गाइस बैंक फोरक्लोजर होने से पहले जिसको बोलते हैं प्री फोरक्लोजर ठीक है ये ज़िलों पे नहीं आती बट प्री फोरक्लोजर वो होती है कि भाई बंदा जो भी ओनर है उसने पैसे नहीं पे किया इस घर के 2-3 महीने हो गए हैं बैंक ने उसको नोटिस भेज दिया है उस नोटिस को बोलते हैं प्री फोरक्लोजर ठीक है अगर आपको प्री फोरक्लोजर की मिलती है ना देन इट्स अ बेस्ट डील ठीक है क्योंकि वो फोरक्लोजर होने से पहले की बात है एजेंट अगर जिस बंदे पे भी फोरक्लोज होता है उसकी टेक्निकली ज़िंदगी ख़राब हो जाती है इन अ सेंस कि वो क्रेडिट कार्ड नहीं ले सकता कोई लोन नहीं ले सकता और आपको पता है यूएस यूके वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड में सब चीज़ें लोन पे चलती हैं ठीक है तो वो कुछ भी नहीं ले सकता लोन उसकी वाइफ नहीं ले सकती लोन इवन के क्रेडिट कार्ड नहीं ओन कर सकता इट्स अ वेरी बैड थिंग सो इट्स अ बैड थिंग ओवरऑल प्लस आपके सिन नंबर में वो आ जाता है तो जब भी आप कुछ अप्लाई करने जाते हो जॉब का या किसी भी चीज़ का वो लोग देख सकते हैं कि आपके सिन में कि आप बैंकक्रप्ट हो तो इस लेवल पे जब बंदा आ जाता है तो देन ही इज़ लाइक इन अ सेंस मेंटल टू सेल दिस प्रॉपर्टी ठीक है so what we need to do we just need to go and be like hey I understand you're in free foreclosure we can help you out what if you sell the house at a cheap to me okay I'll buy the house I'll pay you agent commission and you'll get out the house you don't have to make any more payments okay so you're done you will save your record I'll get the discount maybe 30 maybe 40 maybe 50% discount and then you're off the pictures number one okay if he has loan then we tell them look we can take over the loan I'll pay you $0 because you're already the water is on your head I'll pay you $0 I understand you have equity of $50,000 okay I understand that but if I pay you right now sorry if I don't buy this half of you you will have a lifetime problem with your credit okay so I'm gonna come in and take over that risk from you and I'm start gonna paying I'm not gonna pay you anything because I need some incentive to take you out of the situation my incentive is that $50,000 equity that you have is going to be mine now okay that's also thing we can do for pre foreclosures okay not foreclosures pre foreclosures से पहले का वक्त घर ओनर का where can I find recorded classing yes so exactly Arshad you can find the recording in hashtag class recordings but you can also go on YouTube there's recordings of the class all of that there as well where can I can hear now their voice can you find his YouTube channel you can find from his YouTube channel yes exactly because guys what I do is that basically all the class recording that we do here it's all on YouTube for free you can go learn from it right if अगर वो mainly इस वजह से यार I understand कि especially people who are in Pakistan or Asian country $10 $12 $15 sounds maybe small to me but it's not small for someone out there right so that's why I keep 90% of the things is free other than the fact that we will not sell your property. Okay, we cannot sell someone's property unless you're in the community. Okay, so what I usually do is that because selling a property, sending a contractor, money, someone to have a look at it, money, get the contract done, money, someone to talk to the investor to work on it, money, deposit, money, inspect, like anything you do on the property, it's all money because सब सब कामों में कोई ना कोई लाइसेंस बंदा चाहिए होता है और लाइसेंस बंदा ज़ाहिर है पैसों पे आता है, फ्री में नहीं आता. बहुत कम मिलते हैं इन्वेस्टर्स जो बोलेंगे ठीक है यार मैं करीब रहता हूँ मैं जाके देख लूँगा घर, कोई मसला नहीं. But anyways, let's go back to this quickly, guys. But yeah, if you guys are good with AI, you can do something with AI. You have good in video editing. Again, not a big editing, but AI editing. Yes, please go into the hashtag community something. You will find it there. Okay. Okay. All right. So Fahim, thank you for patiently waiting. I'll check your right now. Oh, look like a nice house. Zero-base Collins. बात वाली प्रॉपर्टी पे. ओके, तो वो इस प्रॉपर्टी बात करना चाह रहे हैं. ओ या 40,000 वाली है. Yeah, I think I called him. He didn't pick up last time. Something along that line. So, last time I think I called him Friday, right? So I sent him a voice note. So he sent me the monthly statement of the bank again, which is 3017. ठीक है, वो बोल रहा बेसिकली खर्चा जो है 3017 का है. 3017. Let's see what the rent is gonna be. San Antonio, Austin, pretty much all Texas states or cities are fairly high in tax. Amna, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. What was the contract code? It wasn't a code per se. It was more so like the तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भेजना था उसको एक कोड वाला कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चाहिए जो एजेंट्स बनाते हैं. और एजेंट आपको प्रॉपर्टी बाय करने में लाजमी नहीं है. आप प्रॉपर्टी बगैर लॉयर के बगैर एजेंट के खुद जाके भी बाय कर सकते हो. There's nothing, no problem with that at all. How to join your committee? I mean, who has joined? How to join committee? I mean, who has joined? Mostly people from Asia, like India, Pakistan people. Musa, who's that? Abuzar or Traveler 01? Hi, Traveler. Okay, let's go back to this property. The rent is 1,000. So Fahim, this is one of the other issues, right? घर का rent है 1,600. Let's just say अगर हम इसके उस पे भी जाते हैं, इसके कहने पे प्रॉपर्टी की जो इंश्योरेंस टैक्सेस एंड मंथली पेमेंट आ रही है वो $3,107 आ रही है. That's what the problem is. कि अगर हम बेसिकली अगर उसको हम $0 भी लेते ना तो तब भी ये घर पेमेंट पैसे तो नहीं बनाएगा. सब टू पे सब टू कर रहे हैं टेक्निकली हम. Yeah, this is why it's been listed for a while. Nobody's buying it. मेरी आवाज आ रही है आपको? जी आ रही है. जी जी आवाज आ रही है आपकी. I can hear you, Fahim.
से भी वो जब इसने सेंड किया था ना मेरे ख्याल में जब भी आपने चेक किया था ये टू मंथ्स का था. एक मंथ उसने नहीं पे किया था और दूसरे मंथ का मिलाकर 3,000 हो रहा था ना.
Right. So इसमें लिखा हुआ है कि उसने वो वाली जो भेजी थी ना वो पुरानी भेजी थी, मतलब आई थिंक जनवरी 3 की लिखा हुआ है, नो फरवरी 16 की थी। इसने ये जो भेजी है मार्च की भेजी है, इसमें भी वो एक मंथ का चार्ज एक्स्ट्रा है। आई एम नॉट श्योर कि उसने एक मंथ का चार्ज दोबारा या तो उसने पे नहीं किया है, बट let me call, I can figure this out on call। या ये फ़ोन उठा ले, इसको 2 दफ़ा फ़ोन किया बट इसने नहीं उठाया था फ़ोन। लेट्स होप कि फ़ोन उठा ले। या इसके फ़ोन के साथ कोई मसला है, जब इसको फ़ोन करो हमेशा।
You've reached Colin Corrington, and today is Monday, June 1st. I am going to be in the office today. However, it is the first day of summer, so we've got the kids involved, and I do have a 10:30 and 3 o'clock meeting today. But I should be around. If I don't answer, just shoot me a text or leave me a message. I'll be back as soon as I can. Thanks. Have a great day.
Hey Colin, hope you're doing well. This is Syed. We were in discussion with Fahim, one of my acquisition manager, on Wafer San Antonio. I just wanted to have a quick understanding of the status. I see that it's a sub 2 purchase, and you would like to exit out of this position. And we were kind of calculating after the taxes, insurance, and agent commission and closing costs. What if we just pay that remaining, whatever that you will have left, we pay that and we take over your position as a sub 2 and go from there. See if that's presentable to the seller. I have Fahim sent you more details on it shortly, and we could go from there. Talk soon. Enjoy your summer. Bye for now. इसका इसमें इसने दो जो चीज़ें भेजी हैं दोनों में 1000 है, तो आई थिंक या तो ये 2-3 महीनों से इसने नहीं पे किया हुआ या एवरी मंथ ये लेट हो रहा है, आई डोंट नो।
सर अभी इसकी मेल आई, वो कह रहे हैं आप मुझसे स्कैम कर रहे हो, मैं आपसे नंबर मांग रहा हूँ, आप नंबर नहीं दे रहे, ना मेरी बात सुन रहे हो, तो अभी मैं नहीं करना चाह रहा ना।
उसको अभी तो कॉल कर, अभी ईमेल आई है, कितने वक्त ईमेल आई है?
अभी आई है तकरीबन।
Hey Colin, I hope you're doing well. I believe you've been speaking to Fahim. Accusation. Please give me a call when you have a chance. The thing is, guys, one of the biggest issue, अगर आप लोगों को ईमेल कर रहे हैं रात के टाइम पे, आपकी रात के टाइम पे, देन इट्स फाइन, ठीक है। अगर आप अपने दिन में ईमेल कर रहे हैं ना, आई थिंक दे विल, एवरीवन विल थिंक इट्स अ स्कैम, बिकॉज यहाँ पे 5 बजे के बाद काम बंद हो जाता है। तो भले आप ईमेल कर सकते हो बट आप कॉल नहीं करते, और अगर कॉल कर रहे हो तो दैट्स अ स्कैम बिकॉज समवेयर एल्स इज मॉर्निंग। एंड अगेन बहुत ज़्यादा स्कैम चल रहे हैं इसमें लिंक से। जैसे अभी एजेंट ने बताया कि वो किसी और एजेंट का नाम कॉपी पेस्ट करके उसके नाम से ऑफ़र बना के सेंड करते हैं, जो कि लीगल नहीं है, राइट। किसी और की आइडेंटिटी आप वो कर रहे हो परसीव, बट तो मेक श्योर कि आप जब भी ईमेल करें ना, मैं आपको हमेशा बोलता हूँ मेरी क्लास के बाद आप ईमेल करें, ठीक है। मेरी क्लास के बाद आप ईमेल करें जो ऑफर्स होती हैं, ठीक है, नंबर 1। फिर जब आप उठें तो उन ईमेल का आप रिस्पॉन्स करें, मगर जब आप रिस्पॉन्स करेंगे इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि आपने उसी वक्त हिट सेंड करना है। मैं आपको हमेशा बोलता हूँ आप स्केड्यूल करें 10 घंटे लेटर का, ठीक है, क्योंकि आपके हमारे टाइम में तकरीबन 12 आवर्स का डिफरेंस है। आपके पास 10-11 बज रहे हैं रात के, यहाँ पर दिन के बज रहे हैं, इस तरह का है। तो मेक श्योर जब आप उसको सेंड कर रहे हैं हर ईमेल में स्केड्यूलिंग का बटन आता है, आपने बस मेक श्योर कि स्केड्यूल करके 10 घंटे की आगे की डेट दे के स्केड्यूल कर और सेंड कर दो। देन यू आर डन, यू टेक्निकली रिप्लाई टू द ईमेल एट द टाइम यू गॉट इट or when you saw the email, but you schedule it for later, so it would be as if you were sending it your overnight. ठीक है, ऐसे नहीं सेंड करना, वरना you like I think there was issue with some one other student I know that I think लोगन ने बोला था जिससे मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, बोला था कि शायद आपका एना जो है वो कहीं और कंट्री में है। she texted me at 2 o'clock in the morning. सो अगेन वो तो एजेंट तो बहुत अच्छा था, तो उसने उसको मसला नहीं हुआ, बट बाकी एजेंट बोलेंगे स्कैम है, और स्कैम बोल के आपको रिप्लाई बंद कर देंगे या बहुत बुरा कर देंगे इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिस्कशन। तो वे फिर वाली ये Jacksonville, I think Jacksonville, yes. Okay, so what's the deal with the Jacksonville? Jacksonville की deal हमारी है, she sent the initial email to direct owner, his reply is under, feel free to call discuss, Franklin. तो उसने ओनर का नंबर भेज दिया और ओनर को बोला कि ओनर से खुद बात कर लो, करेक्ट फाइन? That's good. Okay, I just need to know what offer did you send them? उसको आपने भेजा क्या था? I can call him, no problem. It's good. अगर seller खुद लाइन पे आ जाता है, that's even better. हमको इतनी धक्के खाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है एजेंट की।
सही थे, अभी तो हमने उस इनिशियल ईमेल भेजी थी एजेंट को ना।
अच्छा,
एजेंट ने ओनर का ईमेल नंबर वो भेज दिया नंबर, फिर मैंने ओनर को भेजी मेल, तो उसने इस पर ये रिप्लाई किया कि आप कॉल करें।
ओके। ये अच्छा एजेंट है, इसने उठा के सेलर का नंबर ही भेज दिया। आई डोंट नो कि इसको मेरा तो एजेंट ने खुद बोला, सेलर ने खुद बोला होगा। Okay, so let's call this.
Please leave your message for 73295666689.
Hey Franklin, hope you're doing well. This is Sayed. I believe you have been in chat with Fahim on the property on 3rd Avenue. We are looking to pull the trigger on it. Beautiful property. You wanted us to give you a quick call, so I'm just wanted to give you a call and ask a couple questions in terms of the age of the roof and whatnot. Let me know. I'll shoot you a quick text message as well. We'll go from there. Talk soon. Bye for now. उसका मैसेज आया कि I'm in the call right now, I'll call you back later. I'm on a call, get back to you soon. Okay. Let's create a contact. 23rd. 26. Hey Franklin, no worries at all. Talk soon. I left you a quick voice note as well. I mean, it's a good property. I think it's by cash. वर्क कर सकती है, सेलर फाइनेंस वर्क कर सकती है. They're both good option on this. In terms of the price is also good. अच्छा, इसने लगाया हुआ था 1500 पे, नहीं बिका, 1400 पे लगाया, फिर 1400 पे रिमूव कर दी लिस्टिंग, फिर उसने तंग आके नेक्स्ट मंथ सेल ही करने के लग गया, तो 185 पे लगाया, फिर 169, 169, 152, 149 पे पहुंच गया. ठीक है. और इसने खुद ने कितने का बाय किया था? $76,000 का. ठीक है, 2023 में 76,000 का बाय किया था, और ही इज सेलिंग एट 149. अगर 50,000 का भी इसने लगाया होगा तो आई थिंक या he wants a lot of money for this. What is it concerning on the property at 3rd Avenue? Let's go to the next one. So this one is active with no pictures, just a front. Okay. Price is 135. Our offer was $80,000 on this property. He accepted it. Kindly share POF under this. Okay. 85. What is the formula? Let's see. 135 times 27 first. 184. Depends on how much work we need, but oh wait. Look, guys, the problem here could be this, right? I'm not sure, but it could be this. It says number 1, which means this is just a 1 unit that they're selling. Great, tenant occupied, have been there for several years, heat condition, water quality, great condition. We have to call this guy, man. If it's only 1, that's a problem. Anita, to go.
सर भाई, अच्छा ये आप बात कर लें, लेकिन इसका 80
Hi,
पर
please
फाइनल
record your name and reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
Buyer at 12th Avenue property.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Grant.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can now.
Perfect. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Very well. So I believe you've been speaking to Fahim on this property. We have sent an offer at around 80K. I think the last time we had email conversation, it was just about sending the credibility and proof of funds documents. Is that correct? Does that ring a bell?
Well, we've talked about it, yes, but I just seen the email where they offered 80 and paying both the seller's closing and the buyer's closing, yes.
Correct. Just not the commission. I'm not sure if it was mentioned in the offer or not. So we will cover the closing costs on both sides. The agent commission will be covered from the seller proceedings.
It would be covered from the seller's proceeding. Okay, so that's a closing cost.
Well, closing costs in terms of the titles and whatnot, that's what we meant in that offer. I do have a couple.
Well, then I would have to go back to 82,000 or 82,000 or 83. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aside from that, I have a couple of questions. I was looking at the just like a parcel or whatever. It says #1. So is it unit 1 that we're talking about, or is it address is correct?
That's a single family home.
It's a single family home, right? But it's coming at
Right.
as unit 1.
I don't know why it's coming in as unit 1. It's a single family home.
Right. So it just so the address is 9115 12th Avenue, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know. It's just coming at unit 1, so I was confused. Maybe it's a duplex, or am I missing something? Is it a condo?
No, it's not a duplex. It's a single family home. It's detached. It does not attach.
Okay.
It's not a patio home. It's not a what you call it? It's not a condo. It's not a townhouse. It's a single family home. It sits on its own lot,
Very well.
and that's it.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in terms of the condition of the house, were you able to walk the property by any chance? I believe there's a tenant in there, right?
Yeah, it had been in there over 5 years, about maybe 8, 9 years. Yeah.
Right, and they're willing to sort of continue renting the place if.
They would like to continue to rent. Yes.
Okay, and do you know if there's any major sort of maintenance that's been postponed on the property?
No, no major. No.
Okay, so we're guessing just like a paint and small
Yeah,
color
just
job.
cosmetic to
Okay.
your taste.
Okay.
But it looks nice even that way. Mm-hmm.
Right. So in terms of checking the property from inside, how could we do that? Is that something we have to walk the property first, or I'm not sure what
In terms of what now again?
So just to see the condition of the property from inside. So the offer has to be accepted first for us to walk the property, or can we do it prior as well?
I prefer contract first.
Okay.
And then you can go in, Terry, you can go in and look at the property if you want to. That's not a problem. You can go in and take a look at it. We had appraisal and everything done on it. So
you have appraisal for this?
Yeah, I had it appraised more than what you offered. Yeah, it's appraisal. Okay. I got an appraisal.
Yeah, I mean, if you can send that over as well.
No, I'm not going to send my appraisal. No, I paid for that appraisal, $650.
Oh, so it's not done by the seller?
Yeah, $650. I paid for the appraisal. I am the seller. I'm the realtor.
You also the seller as well. I see. That's what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. That's okay. We can do our own due diligence. So, what I will do is that I will run some comps on it. From what we had just discussed, there is no major major things needs to be done on the property other than cosmetics. Correct?
If you want to do that, yeah, but she keeps it up very well. She keeps the property up very well.
Sorry, so it's your property. So two people that owns the property, or?
No, I mean the tenant keeps it up
tenants.
in good condition.
I see. Okay. And what's the rent you're getting on this one?
1,100.
Okay, so a Zillow is a little bit different. Is it on the market, or you think there's a space to increase it in future?
Yeah, it's on the market. Maybe in the future, yeah, you can increase it. Yeah, in the future, yeah.
Okay, and what do you think that could look like?
I mean, yeah, I'll let you handle that. I'm fine with $1,100 a month from her because she pays on time every month. She's excellent. So
okay.
That's why it's not a big deal with me. I got it on the market, but if it don't sell immediately,
that's fine.
I'm not really worried so much about it. But I got an excellent tenant, and I'm getting very good rent on it.
Right. And the last question is: are you specifically open to the seller financing term if you were to come with a decent down and at asking, or maybe a little bit more than asking?
No, I just want to sell it and be rid of it if I do sell it. And I don't want to hold no more. I don't want to hold a mortgage and all that. No, I don't want to do that.
Okay. No worries. I mean, would it be okay if I sent the option just in case for you to consider?
Yeah, we can send it, but that's not something we want to do. We want to just sell it and be through it. We don't want to hold on to it and do no seller finance.
Right.
Or we don't want to do any financing.
Right.
We just want to sell the property and be through it. So no, I wouldn't waste my time sending that over.
Okay.
You know, just a contract to purchase. No, I wouldn't waste my time doing that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll just run some numbers on it, and I'll talk to my contractor as well, see if how soon we can sort of walk the property on this, and I'll send you the contract on it. Okay.
Okay, I need to counter back because you're not paying commission. I'm gonna do 82.
Right.
So I'm gonna counter. Let me counter back at 82 right now.
Okay.
While you okay? Yeah,
Okay.
I'm counting back at 82. All right.
Sounds good. Let me go back to the drawing board and come back to you. Okay.
No, it's very good.
All right. Talk soon. Okay. Okay, she's countering back at 82. Even at 82, I don't think it's a bad offer, to be very honest. So she tried to hide the idea that she's the owner of the property. She's like, no, agent commission is not paid, but yada yada yada. We can, so अगर agent ही seller है, then we cannot use that line के भाई can you represent us, right? हमको अब वो represent करे ना करे पैसे उसकी जेब से ही जा रहे हैं क्योंकि she is the seller and agent on the property, ठीक है? So which is a good thing. At least हमको ये पता है कि ये seller है $80,000. It's not a bad offer. She's countering at 82. अगर 82 पे cash on cash, I think it could be a good cash on cash. It could be a good cash on cash. Yeah, I think this is a good one. Here's what I'm thinking, right? 1100 हमारा rent है, right? Let me actually open the deal analyzer. 135. Down payment would be 20%, so that's gonna be, let's go with 40. Okay, 28, 27, 5. Interest rate, I think it's about 6%, 7% right now. Purchase price हमारी है 80,000. So 80,000, okay. 80,000 का 20% होगा. Yeah, it's 80,000. ओके तो अगर देखिए मैं जो नंबर रन कर रहा हूँ ना वो एज ए नॉर्मल पर्सन जब वो बाय करेगा जाके बैंक से तो उसको ये पे करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? इन्वेस्टर को पे करना पड़ेगा 80,000, ठीक है? वो बैंक के पास जाएगा, उसको बोलेगा ये लो मेरे 16,000 और मुझे 80,000 वाला घर दे दो. बैंक बोलेगा ठीक है मैं आपको 7% का इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करता हूँ, मुझे 30 साल की एमोटाइजेशन में घर वापस करो, ठीक है? What's going on? Oh, interest only. What is monthly payment? Is 37,000. Wait, am I missing something? Wait, what is this calculator broken? Yeah, there's something wrong. This number is not changing. Did I do something wrong? I don't know, there's something wrong with this calculator, but इसको हम खुद भी कर सकते हैं, कोई इतना मसला नहीं है. तो हमारे पास रेंट है 1100 का, ठीक है? मल्टीप्लाई बाय 0.20, क्योंकि हमें 25% निकालना है इसमें से, राइट? सो that would be 1100 minus 220. ठीक है, फिर हमने निकालनी है टैक्सेस इंश्योरेंस। हमने 20% इस वजह से निकाला है, वो जो हमारा तो खुल्लक होते हैं, राइट, जो मैंने आपको बताया था कि एक होता है कैपेक्स और एक होता है द अदर वन वेकेंसी एंड मैनेजमेंट कॉस्ट। ओके, तो टैक्सेस इंश्योरेंस हमारे पास है, प्रॉपर्टी टैक्सेस 201, तो हम यहाँ पे -201। दूसरा हमारे पास है कितनी की प्रॉपर्टी, होम इंश्योरेंस विच इज़ 45, सो -45 हमारे पास बच रहा है $638 बच रहा है। ठीक है, अगेन मैं आपको बिल्कुल कैलकुलेटर से सब कुछ हटा दो, एज ए इन्वेस्टर अब आप सोचो, और दिस इज नंबर्स फॉर इन्वेस्टर्स। ओके, ये रहा आपका रेंट। ठीक है, रेंट में से छूटते पहला काम आपने करना होता है कि आपने अपनी मैनेजमेंट और कॉस्ट निकालनी होती है और उसको निकाल के बराबर में रख देनी होती है। ठीक है, जो कि हमने कर दी, विच इज़ 20%। ठीक है, यूजली 25% होती है, बट क्योंकि वैकेंसी इसमें भरी हुई है, मतलब वैकेंसी नहीं है और इस रेंटर अंदर है, तो हमने सिर्फ 20% निकाला, जो कि $20 मिला। ठीक है, यहाँ तक आप बात समझिए। फिर ये जो है बस बेसिक टैक्सेस एंड इंश्योरेंस है, जिसको मैंने माइनस कर दिया रेंट में से। ठीक है, इक्वल्स टू $634। ठीक है, अब ये जो पैसे आ रहे हैं $634, ये हमारे खर्चे निकालने के बाद आ रहे हैं। एंड व्हाट इज the cash and cash on this, right? Mortgage calculator. Thing is, there's a quick calculator we have, but I forgot where it is. I never used that one. But anyway, so basically ये जो नंबर आएगा हमारे पास, whatever नंबर आता है 634, इसमें से कम आई थिंक अगर मॉर्गेज भी देखें तो आई डोंट नो 500 का हो सकता है मॉर्गेज हो, या जो $430 का होगा, कुछ इस तरह का होगा। आई नीड टू कैलकुलेट, बट whatever the answer is gonna be, it's still gonna have a good cash and cash. ठीक है, now एक only issue is that we wanna focus on $80,000। मैंने गलती ये करी कि मैंने उसको समझा दिया, मेरी गलती ये थी कि मैंने समझा दिया कि क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट में एजेंट कमीशन नहीं इंक्लूड है, तो उसने सारे 80,000 उसके थे, सो कुछ ना कुछ तो लेवरेज चाहिए, तो उसने छूटते बोलती है मैं काउंटर करती हूँ 82,000 की फ़ोन पे। ठीक है, इवन देन 82,000 पे भी इज़ नॉट अ बैड डील, क्योंकि ये 1% रूल मैच कर रहा है, एंड एवरीथिंग इज़ गुड। सो वी विल पुश हर लिटिल बिट मोर टू शो दैट वी आर रियल at 80,000, and then we go from there. I think it's Fahim's, right? So Fahim, on this property, आप
सिर्फ भी अभी उसकी मेल आई है, अभी दोबारा हो गई थी 82 सही फर्म कर रही है, 82 करना है। 80 पर तो पहले फाइनल हुई थी, लेकिन फिर अभी वो 82
नहीं,
करेगा।
वो ये ना कि इसको कॉल करती, इसको बता दिया एंड एक्सप्लेन कर दिया, तो वो थोड़ा सा फैल गई है। देन 82, सो उसको बोलो कि उसको आप ईमेल कर
मैंने
दो।
उसको बताया था कि इसमें एजेंट कमीशन नहीं है, सिर्फ हम क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट पे करेंगे। मैंने 2 मरतबा मेल करके उसको बताया कि एजेंट कमीशन हम नहीं पे करेंगे, सिर्फ क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट होगी। उस पर वो 80 पर एग्री हो गई थी।
हाँ जाहिर, देखिए बताओ हो क्या रहा है, उसको अभी कोई ऑफर मिल नहीं रही है। ठीक है, इसको आपकी ऑफर आई तो उसने बोला कि ठीक है मैं ले लेती हूँ, बट अब मैंने इसको एक्सप्लेन किया है ज़बान से, तो वो थोड़ा सा फैल गई है। तो अब एक काम करो कि उसको ईमेल करो, उसको बोलो कि हे आई बिलीव आई हैव mentioned that the agent commission will not be covered from our perspective। ठीक है, और एक थोड़ा छोटा सा स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो और उसको सेंड कर दो, ताकि उसको बस कंफर्म कर दो कि भाई मैंने आपको नहीं बोला था कि एजेंट कमीशन का। तो फिर उसका वेट कर लेना कल तक का रिस्पॉन्ड का, एंड देन गो फ्रॉम देयर। ठीक है,
वैसे भी वो जो 4-5 प्रॉपर्टीज मैंने की थी सबमिट में, हैशटैग सबमिट में, उनका कोई अपडेट?
उनमें से 2 का मुझे पता है, बाकी के 3 का अभी उस पर काम कर रहे हैं। बेसिकली आप जब प्रॉपर्टी सबमिट कराते हैं और सब कुछ ठीक है, तो उस पर एक पैम्फलेट बनता है जो आगे सेल होता है, आगे से मुराद के इन्वेस्टर्स को हम सेंड करते हैं, राइट? तो वी आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट राइट नाउ, सो होपफुली टुडे शाम तक एवरीथिंग विल बी डन एंड विल बी गुड टू गो.
जो वो कल हमने एक अनीता को किया था कि वो बैंक्रप्सी वाली थी,
हाँ,
उसका कोई रिप्लाई आया?
आई कैन चेक अगेन बट आई डोंट थिंक अनिका का कोई मैसेज आ रहा है मेरे पास. सेंट एंटोनियो टेक्सास आपकी थी ना वेफेयर वाली प्रॉपर्टी, कॉलिन?
जी जी.
वो बोल रहे
हाँ,
I would like a formal offer sent. Even your voicemail is confusing. I will call once I see your formal offer. At least one that maths adds up. बोलोगे मुझे लिख कर दो formal offer. I tried you back. Went to the voicemail. Jacksonville 3rd Avenue. ये भी आपकी थी I think, right? मैं आपकी कॉल कर रहा था. Jacksonville, हाँ ये आपकी है. Let me call Jacksonville. उससे बात करने हैं इस तरह से.
Hello.
Hello, this is Syed. Is it Franklin?
Speaking.
Hey Franklin, this is Syed. I just called 10 minutes ago to discuss on the 3rd Avenue property.
Okay, are you the same person who they sent an email to Reeve?
Incorrect. I would
okay.
be the principal on this. He's my accusation agent.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it is the same person I'm talking to. His name is Fahim Khan. So that's where you got the email. We were just talking on this property, running some numbers, so I thought I'll give you a quick call and discuss further.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so brand new property, in terms of look, everything looks good. I just want to see what's the status of the roof. Has it been replaced as well?
Yeah, brand new roof.
Brand new roof? Okay. Maybe it's just the lighting that kind of threw me off, but that's perfect.
Yeah, I can get you if you need, I can get you all the documents and everything.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah, we'll go through that through the due diligence period. That's not an issue. In terms of the cash offer, we have sent an offer. I just want to see where we at in that terms. Is there any wiggle room on the purchase price, or you're pretty firm on the asking right now?
I'll tell you the truth. The price I'm selling at now is a very big one. That's the honest truth. And I live in New Jersey. It was a property that we bought in an auction, and the idea was to really fix and flip it. And it just didn't turn out like that. The market, wasn't, things changed, shifted in the market, as you know, like as we all know. But I'm taking a big loss. Like this is rock bottom, literally rock bottom price right now. And I'm, like I said, we put in a brand new septic, brand new roof, brand new appliances. It's all, and it's just about me getting out because it takes up my headspace. We rented it out, and I just want to get out. I'm not in that Jacksonville market. It's not where I'm making my money. It's not where I live. So, in short, the answer is I'm selling it at rock bottom price, and there's not wiggle room.
Okay, I understand. Is there possible to set up finance on this, or not really?
I need the cash because I did a refi.
Oh, you did a refi. Yeah. Then it wouldn't work. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. I will run the numbers again, kind of see where we at. So it looks like you bought it at 75. So you did a very good job in terms of the work. So it must have cost like looks like $80,000 ish work.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
There was a lot more. There's other things also, but go into that. But there's been a tremendous amount of work was put into it. Tremendous.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know it sounds like you're probably an end user. Just to tell you that we were getting the rent actually was a good rent. It was a good return on cash. Cash on cash was a nice return. You can easily bring a renter in there. I know. I thought about one point bringing an Airbnb, but just again, I'm very far away, so I was concerned about doing an Airbnb because possible damages and lack of really supervision. So, but if you're in that market and you're an investor, there's a lot of ways that you can leverage. And the market, there's a good chance the market will go up in the year.
In terms of the rent, I was getting around like 12, 13. Is that I'm close or I'm way off?
So yeah, but it was actually more. Was it 14?
Okay.
14. I was 14. I was giving part of it to a management company. So so it was like I think $150. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if you manage it yourself, that's more revenue.
So 14 is something. It's like a market normal at the moment. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, probably more because that's just going back a couple of years. I would assume the rent is going up. I assume you probably could get 1,500.
Okay.
I can't. I'm again. I'm in New Jersey, but
Right.
I got already 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago. That's what I was getting, like 14. Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Let me run some numbers on it, and I can. I'll have Fahim reach out to us with some paperwork, and we can go from there. Okay.
Fahim, his email said, it sounds like you have a company, is that right?
That's correct. It's a accusation firm.
Acquisition firm.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's like 4 investors. We created a company, and that's how we acquire companies, properties.
Properties. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is my cell, and I can text you my email address if you need
Sure.
to contact me that way also.
Yeah, that would be great. Actually, I believe it was CC'd in the agent's email, but yeah, I'll take yours personally. That'd be great.
All right. Amazing. Nice talking with you.
For sure, we'll definitely chat soon.
Okay.
यार नो सेलर फाइनेंसिंग एंड नो प्राइस रिडक्शन राइट उसने देख सकते हैं आप कि इसने प्राइस कट किया है बट एट वेरी लो मार्जिन a property that's been sitting on the market 28 days it's very hard सेलर फाइनेंस कर नहीं सकते क्योंकि इस पे रिहैब का लोन है राइट अगेन प्रॉपर्टी की उन्होंने काम अच्छा किया है राइट दैट्स नॉट अ डिस्कशन नॉट इवन अ टॉक बिकॉज cabinets it's not a rental cabinets ठीक है appliances not a rental appliances फ्रिज आपको स्टेनलेस स्टील का फ्रिज रखने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती आप नॉर्मल फ्रिज भी रख सकते हो प्लास्टिक वाला बट अगेन इसको एयरबीएनबी के आंखों से देखा गया होगा तो देन दे ही पुट लॉट ऑफ मनी इन इट आई डोंट नो मैन दिस इज वेयर द इशू इज कि वो प्राइस कम ही नहीं कर रहा I don't know, Fahim. I don't know what we can do here. This sounds like we need. It's a good property, but we would need a discount on this. अगर वो listed price 46 की है, then we need at least 30% off on this. I know he's selling. I don't know how. Again, वो बोल तो रहा है कि मैं loss पे sell कर रहा हूँ, but God knows the truth. ठीक है तो फहीम व्हाट यू कैन डू मुझे वो ईमेल भेजता है तो आप ऐसा करो कि उसको बात करके बोलो कि थैंक्स फॉर द क्विक चैट I'll run some numbers and call you back tomorrow or send you an email tomorrow ठीक है he's a fix and flipper but he's in trouble but don't send him anything today tomorrow and probably 30% again probably 30% off on this we cannot go any more than that plus वो बोल रहा है 1400 का उसको रेंट मिल रहा है 1400 पे it's not a good investment as in cash and cash ठीक है अगर इसको आप करते हो 149 times 0.7 तो 104 1 लाख डॉलर्स की बन जाएगी $1 लाख की उस $1 लाख पे देन अगर हमें रेंट मिल रहा है 1400 then we exceed the 1% okay but not at this moment तो technically आपको you have to offer 100,000 or 105 हम इसको इस नंबर पे कभी भी खरीद नहीं सकते right it's not a good investment general और उसको भी पता है कि प्रॉपर्टी की मार्केट बहुत डाउन है फ़िलहाल के लिए जैक्सनविल की तो बायर्स के नखरे हैं विच मीन्स वी हैव द अपर एज ठीक है हम पावर में हैं अभी ख़रीदने वाले तो उसकी वजह से हम ये बोलते हैं कि नहीं हमको 30% ऑफ कम से कम चाहिए ताकि हम एक्विटी भी हो फिर हमारा कैश एंड कैश भी अच्छा रहे ठीक है इसका मैंने आपको बता दिया 80,000 पे ही आप फर्मर हैं उसको स्क्रीनशॉट भेजते हैं यू आर गुड विद दैट दिस वन मैंने आपको बता दिया कि आप उसको आज नहीं, उसको बस ना बोल दो विल रन सम नंबर्स एंड गेट बैक टू यू टुमारो, ठीक है, ताकि उसको लगे कि हम काम कर रहे हैं वाकई में, और फिर कल 30% ऑफ हम बोलेंगे। या 80,000 ये सारे नंबर ठीक है। Fahim, also the hashtag submit, those ones we have to wait. I think you submit 3, some other people submit I think 2. So there's a lot of hashtag submit work. So we are in the process of getting the contract written. Again, we have one attorney that writes all the contracts. So okay, Fahim, I can move forward. Anything else remaining?
सेम थिंग, एक वो एलन वाली है, उसने डिटेल भेजी है, जरा वो देख लीजिए।
जो अभी खुली है ये
दूसरा
वाली?
मैंने पूछा था जो हैशटैग वाली सबमिट वाली, मैं इसीलिए पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि हम वो जो भी हमारे पास एजेंट्स हैं उनसे कॉन्टेक्ट में होते हैं, कहीं वो कहते हैं कि हम भूल गए हैं या हमारा कॉन्टेक्ट उनसे ना हो और वो फिर कहीं और चले जाएं। मैं सिर्फ ये पूछना चाह रहा था।
समझा नहीं, मतलब हम उनको ईमेल करते हैं?
नहीं, मैं वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, हम अब जब हमने हैशटैग सबमिट में जमा करवा दिया, उसके बाद हमारा कोई कॉन्टेक्ट नहीं हुआ एजेंट से।
नहीं, ऐसा होता है कि जब आप
वहाँ पर उनको कैसे,
हाँ मैं बताता हूँ, ऐसा होता है कि जब हैशटैग सबमिट करते हैं ना, तो फिर हम लोग, हमारा काम होता है कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट राइट करना, ठीक है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिखना पड़ता है, सारे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन करना है। तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिखा जाता है, यूजुअली इसमें 1 दिन लगता है, 1 बिजनेस डेज to 2 बिजनेस डेज, डिपेंडिंग अगर वीकेंड पे है नहीं, मगर 1 बिजनेस डेज में वो लिखा जाता है। उसके बाद फिर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सब चीज़ें सिक्योर लिंक में सेंड हो जाती हैं, और फिर हम लोग भी कम्युनिकेशन में आते हैं। बट हम लोग अपने आप को इस तरह दिखाते हैं कि हम लोग सिर्फ एक ट्रांजैक्शन कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं, ठीक है। इसका क्या मकसद है कि हम डिसीजन नहीं बना रहे, हम कोऑर्डिनेट कर रहे हैं ट्रांजैक्शन, ताकि आप और जो एंड बायर है वो टेक्निकली उनको ना पता हो कि एंड बायर है कौन, समझ रहे हैं आप। टेक्निकली तो पेपर्स पे तो हमारा नाम होता है, मगर उनको पता नहीं होता कि भाई एंड बायर ईमेल कर रहा है, ठीक है। तो फिर जब एंड बायर जब भी आएगा तो हम उसको स्विच करके उसको कर देते हैं। तो ज़्यादातर हमारा पेपर वर्क की कॉन्टैक्ट होती है। आपने पीछे से डिस्कशन रखनी होती है, हल्का फुल्का आप चेक इन कर लिए, हे आई वाज जस्ट कॉलिंग इन टू सी हाउ इज एवरीथिंग गोइंग, डू यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस फॉर मी, ठीक है। वो आपको बोल देगी, या आप ये पूछो कि हे वी आर इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ गेटिंग द डॉक्यूमेंट्स रेडी, आई एम जस्ट वंडरिंग इज देयर एनी अदर प्रॉपर्टीज आई कैन लुक एट दैट यू इट्स लिस्टेड विद यू, ठीक है। तो इस तरह करके आप कनेक्शन उससे एजेंट से बना के रखें, बात करते रहें, एंड देन इन द मीन टाइम द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज डन। But I can guarantee you that it's not in 2-3 days nothing is going to happen इस मार्केट में, क्योंकि ये बायर्स मार्केट है, इसमें कुछ भी नहीं होगा। आप देखें ना, आपकी जो प्रॉपर्टी है वो उन्हें कितनी चीप में दे रही है, 80,000 में दे रही है, 1100 रेंट के साथ, 80,000 में इट्स अ गुड इन्वेस्टमेंट, राइट। बट ये कि 35 डेज से मार्केट पे कोई इसको लेने वाला नहीं है जैक्सन में, राइट। सो दिस इज़ द रीज़न कि लोगों को नखरे ज़्यादा हैं ख़रीदने वालों को, और उनको कैश ऑन कैश भी चाहिए, एक्विटी भी चाहिए। तो बट मगर ये कि आप फॉलो अप करते रहें, उससे ये होगा कि आपका कनेक्शन अच्छा होता रहेगा एजेंट से, और कुछ मसला होगा तो एजेंट को पता होगा कि भाई ये लोग स्कैम नहीं है, ये प्रॉपर फॉलो अप कर रहे हैं, ये सब चीज़ें। ओके, ये जो आपने T12 भेजा है मिशन पैलेस का, इसमें से बेसिकली आपने करना ये कि इसने सब चीज़ें मेंशन कर दी, राइट। मॉर्गेज डेट, मॉर्गेज पता चल रहा है हमें कि $8,225 है, ठीक है। प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स है, इंश्योरेंस है, सब कुछ है, और ये टोटल उसने बता दिया यहाँ पर, ठीक है। उसने बाकी सारी यूटिलिटीज़, प्रॉपर्टी मैनेजमेंट, फलाना ढमकाना सब लिख दिया है। एक चीज़ नोट कर लें कि प्रॉपर्टी मैनेजमेंट की कॉस्ट उसने 0 रखी है, ठीक है। हमारे पास 0 नहीं होगी, हमारे पास 10% ऑफ द टोटल रेंट होगी। तो बेसिकली आपने करना ये कि एक्सपेंस का सारा कैलकुलेट करना है। अब जैसे ये एक्सपेंस है ना, इसको आपने सिलेक्ट करना है, नीचे लिखा हुआ आ जाएगा समरी, ठीक है। ये आपका एक्सपेंस हो गया पूरे साल का, ठीक है। और ये रहा 130,000 का, बल्कि 130,000 का एक्सपेंस है ये। टोटल इनकम ये रही 195, ठीक है। तो ये रहा एक्सपेंस आपका 130 माइनस 195, जो आंसर आएगा दिस इज़ द नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम, ओके। नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम हमें मिल जाएगी। नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम को जहाँ पे रखकर आपने जैसे नॉर्मल नंबर रन करते हैं 10% डाउन के साथ आपने वो करना है, ओके।
वैसे भी इसको हमने भेजी थी ना वो क्या कहते हैं, मैंने आपके साथ शेयर भी किया था, इसको ऑफर भी भेजी थी और इससे हमने पूछा कि भी क्या इसका है, तो इसने डिटेल भेजी कि 918 इसका वो जो है अपना मॉर्गेज आपका है। तो इस पर कि हम इसने कहा था कि 8,000 मुझे मंथली इसकी चाहिए, क्या कहते हैं अपना मंथली पेमेंट।
ओ
तो इस
हाँ
पर
हाँ,
हम बात कर रहे थे।
अच्छा इसका एड्रेस क्या था? आई डोंट रिमेम्बर एग्जैक्टली द एड्रेस, बट आई
मैं
रिमेम्बर
आपको भेजता हूँ।
इस पे शायद आपका पेमेंट थी 5,000 की कुछ, और हमने
जी जी,
इसको
5,000
8,000।
की हमारी पेमेंट थी।
यार ये वाली प्रॉपर्टी भी अच्छी थी, पर ये है कि इसका अगर रेंट, इसका मॉर्गेज काफ़ी है।
नहीं, मैंने भेजे आपको, चेक कीजिए।
राइट राइट, आई रिमेम्बर नाउ। ओके, या दिस प्रॉपर्टी पे बेसिकली मॉर्गेज है, और मॉर्गेज को 8,000 की कम से कम मंथली पेमेंट चाहिए। 8,000 की तो बहुत आपने नंबर उनके थे 8,000 तक हम पहुँच रहे थे, या बहुत दूर थे 8,000 से?
बहुत दूर थे हमारा टूर, फिर इसको इंटरेस्ट भी चाहिए 4% या 8%।
या आई थिंक इसको बस यही बोलना पड़ेगा, आई थिंक वी गोना पुट यू ऑन फॉलो अप, इट्स नॉट मच वी कैन डू इन दिस सेंस। असल में अगर उसको ये सारी चीज़ें चाहिए प्लस प्रॉपर्टी की अपनी आस्किंग भी चाहिए, देन इट्स जस्ट वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, इट इज़ अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम फॉर अस, राइट? अगर वो हमारी सारी शर्तों पे मांग रही है, बस बोल रही है कि हमें 8,000 से ज़्यादा पैसे ला के दो मंथली, देन वी कैन डू समथिंग। तो आप उसको ये बोलो कि आई हैव गॉन थ्रू द एक्सपेंसेस एडिंग द मैनेजमेंट कॉस्ट, एंड बिकॉज मैनेजमेंट कॉस्ट इसने ज़ीरो करी हुई है, राइट, विच मीन्स कि ये खुद मैनेज कर रहा है जो भी बंदा है, किसी और को नहीं दी हुई, विच इज़ वेरी इम्पॉसिबल एक खुद बंदे को करना, वो भी इतनी बड़ी बिल्डिंग को। बट एनीवेज, हो सकता है उसने झूठ भी बोला हो सकता है उसने मैनेजमेंट कॉस्ट रिमूव कर दियो, क्योंकि इट्स अ बिग अपार्टमेंट बिल्डिंग, यू कैन नॉट मैनेज ऑन योर ओन लाइक नॉर्मल। तो आप बेसिकली उसको ये बोलो कि आई चेक द नंबर्स, अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू ब्रिंग $8,000, द मैक्सिमम आई कैन डू इज 5,000 on a seller finance agreement, keeping in mind the management and the cost that I have to acquire this property, number one. Number two, there was no management cost, उसमें कोई management cost नहीं थी, तो after putting that, this would be my final numbers. If you ever change your mind on the interest rate, please do let me know. We can go from there.
ठीक है फिर।
बाकी इसको फॉलो पे रखो, 40 दिन लगी पे, आई डोंट नो, मेरी 100 दिन लगने के बाद वो वापस आ जाएगी, एंड देन वी कैन गो फ्रॉम देयर। Okay, what time is it? 12:30. Okay, I'll move on to the next one. Fahim, you're done, correct?
सर ये आखिरी रहेगी सर वही।
एक और रहती है अभी। So if we aren't accepting offer that with dimensions. यार इस पे तो हमारी काफ़ी अच्छी बात थी, बस उसने शायद एंड में मना कर दिया था ना।
ये सर भी 84 पे फाइनल कर रही है अभी।
बट इसे बोली कि we aren't accepting offers option period with inspection period. इंस्पेक्शन के अलावा कैसे कर सकते हैं प्रॉपर्टी?
ऑप्शन पे नहीं करेगी, पता नहीं, ये मुझे समझ नहीं, इसका थोड़ा समझाएंगे?
नहीं, बेसिकली वो बोल रही है कि ऑप्शन पीरियड, इसका मतलब है कि टाइम ऑफ द ड्यू डिलिजेंस, कि जिसपे जो खरीदने वाला है वो खुद जाके प्रॉपर्टी देखता है, फिक्स करता है। मोस्ट ऑफ द केस हम खुद नहीं जाते, हम कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को भेजते हैं। तो वो बोल रही है कि हम आपको इंस्पेक्शन पीरियड करने नहीं देंगे, तो आप चेक नहीं कर सकते बगैर बगैर देखे आपको प्रॉपर्टी बाय करनी है।
अच्छा।
विच इज़ आई मीन लुक्स गुड, प्रॉपर्टी दिखने में तो ठीक लग रही है कि बंदा रिस्क ले सकता है, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे अंदर क्या मसला है किसी को नहीं पता, राइट? अगर आप खुद अपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में इंस्पेक्शन नहीं डाल रहे तो आप किसी को लॉ सूट भी नहीं कर सकते। तो गवर्नमेंट बोलेगी भाई आपने खुद क्यों नहीं डाला इंस्पेक्शन, खुद करते हैं आप इंस्पेक्शन.
ओके,
And
तो इसको हम कंसीडर नहीं.
it's on a 223 days on the Zillow, man. That's scary. ये कोई नॉर्मल चीज़ नहीं है. 200 दिन तक मार्केट पे है, भले वो 83 का कंफर्म कर रही है, पर ये है कि इंस्पेक्शन मना करिए. दैट मीन्स देयर समथिंग फिशी, राइट. अगर आप प्रॉपर्टी बहुत अच्छी होती, कोई मसला नहीं है, तो दूसरे बंदे को क्यों रोकेगा? भाई जाओ कर लो, जो करना कर लो, मुझसे मुझे क्यों डर है, राइट.
तो फिर क्या कहें इसको?
अच्छा, वो बोल रही ऑफर आपकी कितनी एक्सेप्ट हो रही है? 84 पे बोल रही है,
जी.
और इंस्पेक्शन नहीं करूँगी, करने दे रही है. अब इसने असल में प्राइस कट भी किया हुआ है. आई डोंट नो कि आपसे पहले किया था, आपकी बात से पहले या आपकी बात के बाद. पहले किया. आपने 120 की देखी है उसको यूजुअली.
मतलब मैं बताता हूँ आपको.
आई थिंक 120 है टाइम्स बाय 0.7.
हाँ, 120 पर ही किया सही है.
हाँ, तो वो 84 की एक्सेप्ट आपकी कर दी है, बस वो बोलिए इंस्पेक्शन नहीं दूंगी, करेक्ट.
जी.
हाँ देखें, 0.70 फॉर्मूले से तो मेक सेंस करता है, ठीक है. घर में काम भी नहीं है, सो इट्स अ परफेक्ट टाइम फॉर अस, एवरीथिंग मेक सेंस, ठीक है. इंस्पेक्शन नहीं करना कोई भी इन्वेस्टर के लिए इट वुड बी टफ, ठीक है. इन्वेस्टर नहीं मानेगा इस पर. तो या तो ये हम करें कि उससे आप ये पूछें, या तो हम इस पर रेंट है, राइट. रेंटर है इसमें या वीकेंड है?
रेंट आई थिंक वेकेंट है.
हाँ वेकेंट है, तो हाँ, तो उसको पूछें कि आई विल लाइक टू हैव माई कॉन्ट्रैक्टर वॉक द प्रॉपर्टी बिफोर आई सेंड द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट.
ठीक है.
मसला है कि उसकी अब अलग कॉस्ट है, अगर वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती देन वी लूज द कॉस्ट, राइट. That's an issue with these type of things. या तो आप ये बोलो कि what about if we do like a instead of 7 day we do 5 day inspection, right. एक हफ्ते से हटा के 5 दिन कर लेते हैं, और 7 day inspection फिर 5 business days inspection. ठीक है. इंस्पेक्शन का पहले पूछो, अगर वो भी मना करती कि नहीं 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 कोई इंस्पेक्शन नहीं, तो फिर हमें कोई और चारा नहीं है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देने से पहले ही करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है. एंड देन वी गो फ्रॉम देयर. बट ओवरऑल इट्स अ गुड प्राइस, गुड एवरीथिंग. ओके, दिस इज नो इशू इन दिस प्रॉपर्टी. इट्स अ ग्रेट ऑफर. इट्स जस्ट दैट इंस्पेक्शन का मसला. ओके, alright, move to the next one. You're all done now?
जी सही भाई. थैंक यू.
No worries. Okay, let's see. Sir, can you offer hybrid Alex? Also check YouTube. Said, can we not offer Alex hybrid? Alex की जो property है, उसमें हाइब्रिड नहीं चल सकता क्योंकि वो कमर्शियल लोन है, राइट. तो टेक्निकली वो मॉर्गेज टेक ओवर ही है. एक जगह से आप मॉर्गेज टेक ओवर कर रहे हैं और दूसरी जगह से आप उसके सेलर को पैसे पे कर रहे हैं उसकी इक्विटी के. तो मॉर्गेज टेक ओवर हो नहीं सकता, विच बेसिकली मीन्स कि घर को उठा के एक ट्रस्ट में डालना होता है, ठीक है. और फिर हम ट्रस्ट ख़रीदते हैं, ठीक है. इन अ सेंस कि प्रॉपर्टी को उठा के कंपनी में डाली और कंपनी ख़रीद ली, तो नाम नंबर सब कुछ वही रहा प्रॉपर्टी पे, सिर्फ प्रॉपर्टी जिसके अंदर है वो हमने ख़रीद लिया, ठीक है. तो इन कमर्शियल लोन्स में उस प्रॉपर्टी को आप मूव नहीं कर सकते, ठीक है. अगर मूव करते हैं तो देयर इज़ अ ड्यू ऑन सेल क्लॉज लग जाता है, जिसका मतलब होता है कि ऐसी कोई भी हरकत करी तो आपको जितने बाकाया पैसे होते हैं वो उसी वक्त देने पड़ेंगे सेलर को, बैंक को. सेलर ने बैंक को देने पड़ेंगे. तो इस वजह से वो काम नहीं कर सकते, हम उस प्रॉपर्टी को मूव नहीं कर सकते बग़ैर बैंक की इजाज़त के, और बैंक ज़ाहिर इजाज़त देगा नहीं क्योंकि उसने पैसे निकालने हैं. Can you tell me in short or right, because I was able, okay, what I said छोटा करके अगर मैं बताऊँ ना, move on, छोटा करके अगर बताऊँ तो मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी। इस प्रॉपर्टी में बहुत ज़्यादा दोनों तरह से आप फंसे हुए हैं। एक मॉर्गेज टेक ओवर नहीं कर सकते, दूसरा सेलर फाइनेंस नहीं कर सकते, तीसरा सेकंड पोजीशन नहीं कर सकते, राइट? जितना इसका डेट है तो मे बी इट हैज़ टू स्टे ऑन अ मार्केट फॉर सम टाइम्स, आई एम थिंकिंग 1 or 2 years। फिर इन 2 सालों में उसने पे कर दिया होगा काफ़ी ज़्यादा, उसके बाद जाके वी कैन डू द सेकंड पोजीशन सेलर फाइनेंस से। फर्स्ट पोजीशन हो नहीं सकती क्योंकि इसका मॉर्गेज की पेमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा है, आपको रेंट नहीं मिल रहा। और उसको हम अगेन मॉर्गेज है तो सेलर फाइनेंस की फर्स्ट पोजीशन हो नहीं सकती, पीरियड। मॉर्गेज टेक ओवर हो नहीं सकता, लाइक वी आर आउट ऑफ ऑप्शंस, हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है इसको ख़रीदने के। तो बस आप उसको फॉलो पे रखो उसको, या तो आप उसको बोलो कि हे आई रन द नंबर्स आर नॉट लुकिंग गुड, आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज ए डील फॉर अस हियर, बट आई विल follow up in about, I don't know, 6 months or so, and see if Mr. Seller wants to change the terms, number one. Second, उसको बोलो कि hey, I just want to see if you have any other properties, उसके पास और कोई प्रॉपर्टीज़ है इसी तरह की जो कि एक मल्टी यूनिट है। क्योंकि अगर आप कमर्शियल एजेंट से बात करें, कमर्शियल एजेंट सारे कमर्शियल में ही होते हैं, वो या तो रेजिडेंशियल पिक करते हैं या कमर्शियल पिक करते हैं, तो उसके पास कमर्शियल की और डील्स होगी, प्लीज़ चेक। Arshad Hussain, small difference can cut 50-50 and make a deal. Arshad, yes. So basically, होता ये है कि one second, let me see if you're here. You're not here. The deal, the deal is structured in a way कि it's a risk assessment, right? जिसका नाम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स पे होता है उसका ज़्यादा रिस्क होता है, then they take more money, ठीक है। और फिर जो सेलिंग अगर हम अपनी कोल्ड कॉलिंग करते हैं, ऐड करते हैं, नहीं बिकती, तो वी टेक अ डिफरेंट राउट विच इज़ अ डिस्पो टीम ऑफ सम अदर कंपनीज। अगर हम उनसे सेल करवाते हैं, उनके पास इन्वेस्टर होता है इसका, देन दे टेक द हाफ एंड व्हाटएवर इज लेफ्ट इज फॉर अस। Can you check DM? Yes, Hussein, I'll check your DMs right now. Cody, yeah, so Cody, I've talked to him already in the morning. I think you weren't here. Cody called me before going to call, so I spoke to him. Everything is good with the Cody. उसको पेपर वर्क सेंड करना है, हमें एजेंट, हमारा एजेंट बनेगा खोडी बेसिकली, तो उसका पेपर वर्क सेंड करना है।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
सही है, वो मैंने अभी देख लिया।
ठीक है।
ये दूसरा एजेंट है। हाँ, इसका जो घर है वो 75,000 पर लिस्टेड है।
ठीक है।
इसके साथ हमारी 15 डेज से बात हो रही है। ये पहले 60 पर एग्री कर रहा था, और जो हमारा 70 डील था वो एग्री नहीं कर रहा था, मतलब 52 पे।
ठीक है।
तो 15 दिन मैंने इसके साथ बात ही करता रहा, मतलब उसको एग्री करवा रहा, लेकिन आखिर में वो 55 पर राजी हो गई है, और उसने मुझे कुछ टर्म्स भेजी हैं कि सेलर की टर्म्स हैं। मैंने आपको स्क्रीनशॉट भेजी है।
ओके, तो आपने 0.70 का फॉर्मूला किया इसमें, और 52 पे भेजा था आपने, और वो 55 पे एग्री हो गई है।
वो 60 कह रही थी 10 दिनों से।
अच्छा।
लेकिन आखिर में वो 55 पर एग्री हो गई।
It's a good deal, man. 55, I think it's still 55 is a good deal. Why? Because एक तो डिट्रॉइट में नंबर 1, ठीक है, नंबर 2 घर बहुत अच्छी कंडीशन में, इसमें हो सकता है, आई डोंट नो अबाउट द रूफ कंडीशन, बट अंदर से ऐसा है कि भाई आप फ़ौरन रेंट कर सकते हैं, राइट? किचन भी ठीक है, दोनों चीज़ें मौजूद हैं।
ये असल में ओनर ऑक्युपाइड था अभी तक।
ऑनर ऑक्यूपाइड था, तो घर में काम करवाया उन्होंने क्या?
मेरे ख्याल से अभी तक घर इसलिए ठीक है क्योंकि ओनर था उसमें।
या अगर घर में काम नहीं करवाया ना, तो आई थिंक दैट कुड बी समथिंग वी नीड टू फिक्स। क्योंकि विंडो में लग रहा है कि थोड़ा बहुत काम
सब ठीक है, लेकिन उसने कहा कि ये अभी तक घर ओनर ऑक्युपाइड था, मतलब कोई रेंट नहीं था इसमें।
अगर ओनर ऑक्यूपाइड है, दैट प्रॉब्लम मींस कि घर में काम होगा, क्योंकि उधर ओनर खुद तो नहीं करवाते, हल्का फुल्का, बट आई डोंट थिंक इससे ज़्यादा काम होगा, राइट? ओनली क्वेश्चन मेरा ये होगा कि रूफ कितनी पुरानी है, राइट, अगर रूफ बहुत पुरानी है। पर अगेन वो सब हम कर सकते हैं इंस्पेक्शन के टाइम पे। इंस्पेक्टर आके बोलता है कि भाई नहीं रूफ पुरानी है, तो हम उसको फिर दोबारा निगोशिएट कर सकते हैं।
अगर आप इसको कॉल कर लिया और इसका डिटेल ले लें।
हाँ मैं उसको कर देता हूँ। सो 1300 रेंट है इसका। Yeah, I think it's a good deal. I think we can do something here. आपने उसका किया लोरेन का, आपको मिला सेलर?
हाँ लोरेन का किया है, अभी तक कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आया।
तो आपको मतलब उन दोनों बंदों को ईमेल कर दी थी जो ओल्ड थे थोड़े?
हाँ वो तीनों को मेल करी है, लेकिन उसका अभी तक रिस्पॉन्स नहीं है। देखते हैं कि पहला पेपर आ जाए आज रात को।
अच्छा इसमें
जैसे ही आते हैं मैं फिर आपसे डिटेल देता हूँ।
ठीक है। Yes, seller will agree. His terms are the following: EMD 2,500, 21 days closing, buyer to pay the seller closing cost. अब seller की closing cost में I don't know कि agent commission involved है या नहीं, but let's ask.
Please leave your message for 3132869.
Hey Thalia, this is Sayed. I believe you've been speaking to Anna on the property Green Lawn Street. We're happy to move forward on the purchase price. I want to know there's a leniency in the term EMD 2,500. We can do that. Usually we do about $1,000 on that. 21-day closing. Closing is literally mentioned and done by the title company. As long as title can move fast as 21 days, we have no issues with that. Buyer to pay the closing costs. Yes, we will cover the both side of the closing costs. However, we will not be able to cover the agent commission. Let me know if what you mean was including the agent commission or excluding the agent commission. This is my personal number. You can shoot me a quick text and we can go from there. I'll update Anna on our conversation or my voice note as well. Talk soon. Bye for now. इसका कमीशन है तकरीबन कम से कम 3 से 5 हज़ार होगा, राइट। और हम क्योंकि अपने 70% वाले फॉर्मूले से ऑलरेडी कम है, अगर इन्वेस्टर आता है पे करता 5,000 या 3-4 हज़ार प्लस क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट पे करता, तो ही इज़ गोना बी लाइक आई डोंट नो $10,000 डिस्काउंट विच इज़ नॉट गोना बी एक्साइटिंग फॉर हिम। ठीक है, तो हमें मेक श्योर करना है कि एजेंट कमीशन वो खुद ही पे करे सेलर, हम क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट पे कर देंगे, बाकी जो पेपर वर्क की होती है, and we're good with this deal.
सही।
Give me 1 second, मैं नंबर सेव कर लूँ। इसका Detroit. Hey Thalia, hope you're doing well. I just left you a quick voice note on the property located at Green Lawn Street. Let me know if you have any questions. Looking forward to your call. Bye for now.
सैयद भाई
जी,
मेरे पास 2 इस तरह एजेंट्स हैं जो मुझे हर दिन में 2-3 घर सेंड करते हैं,
सही।
मतलब मुझे सेंड करते हैं, तो मुझे कहते हैं कि आप इसमें मुझे डील दो, अगर हम एग्री कर लेते हैं तो बात बन जाएगी।
सही।
तो अगर आप उनसे बात कर लें और उनको थोड़ा सा एतबार में ले लें।
श्योर। फिर इसमें इस प्रॉपर्टी में एक ये मसला है कि ये इट्स वेरी क्लोज टू द हाईवे, and it's I-9 Express, which is probably the biggest highway in US. So very loud noises, but it's okay. We can still go under contract. We can try to sell as much as we can. Um, yeah, इस घर की ये घर इस वजह से भी सेल नहीं होते ज़्यादातर. But it's on 27 days on the market. It's not bad. But nonetheless, 55,000 पे अगर हमें रेंटर मिल जाता है 1300 का और 1200 का भी, तो ये हमारे पास अच्छी डील होगी रेंट के हिसाब से भी. So it's not bad. I think it's still a good offer. Let's just go with this and we'll go under contract. फिर हम उसको ढूंढते हैं, figure out करते हैं. Okay. सर भाई, अनीता बैंक क्रप्सी वाली प्रॉपर्टी की कोई रिप्लाई आया? नहीं, the only reply I have is the Adams Street और Jacksonville का.
फिर भी इसकी हमारी डील फाइनल होगी तकरीबन 56 पर. मानो वो पता नहीं, वो उसका बस आपने कहा था कि अभी इसको सबमिट नहीं कराना है, इसका ये है खुद ही लिख कर दे देगी कोई चीज़ें, पता नहीं कुछ करना था आपने ना इसका.
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिख के देगी वो, ये बोला था आपने?
हाँ शायद. तो फिर अभी क्या करें इसका?
इसको आपने सबमिट नहीं कराया था हैश सेवन में?
नहीं, अभी आपने मना किया था, आपने कहा आज रुक जाए पहले ये हमें बता दे कि वो कर सकती है या नहीं.
आप उसका एड्रेस मुझे याद दिलाएंगे दोबारा? मैं इसका चैट निकालता हूँ.
मैं करवाता हूँ. पेंडिंग सेल, इसका क्या मतलब होता है?
पेंडिंग सेल या तो ये हटा रही है ऑनलाइन या कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अंडर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है. वो सी एड्रेस मैं देख लेता हूँ.
मैं अभी 2 मिनट में आपको बता रहा हूँ.
हमारी इस पे बात हुई थी 56 की. 56 से बात हुई थी, वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का वेट कर रही थी, करेक्ट?
हाँ, उसने कहा था कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के साथ ना उसने साथ में एक वो भेजा था एडेंडम बैंक का, ये भी साथ आकर भेजा.
12 फ्लिप स्ट्रीट, यस. हाँ, तो उससे बात हुई थी. वो कहा था कि हाँ मैं ऑफ़र मैं अपनी फ़ीस को सेलर के उसमें डालूँगी सामान में. एंड हाँ, तो बोल रही थी कि वो मुझे चीज़ें भेज दो उसकी. तो वी सेंड दैट. फिर उसने लिखा था क्वेश्चन. उसने अच्छा ये क्वेश्चन आया है 9:08 मैं ऑफ़र लिख लेती हूँ. माई फ़ी विल बी कवर्ड हो जाएगी सेलर से. आप जो है ईमेल में कंडीशन डाल के ऑफ़र भेजें. अब उसको कंडीशन ईमेल में अलग से चाहिए. ओके. इसको ने भेजी थी 50, राइट? तो इसमें 0.6 का फॉर्मूला था ऑलमोस्ट, 0.5 का.
0.5 का था ऑलमोस्ट.
ठीक है, इसको भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे जाते हैं एंड देन we'll start finding the seller. इसकी कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट है राइट, क्योंकि इसमें घर में काम है, दरवाज़ा डेफिनेटली कारपेट निकलेंगे, वॉशरूम, या सो 0.5 is a good start, we can go from there. Okay, इसको या तो आप ऐसा करो कि इसको हैशटैग सबमिट में कर दो, वो बाकी आप देख रहे हैं तो ये भी देख लेंगे, इट्स गोना बी इजी, वो सारी एक साथ ही कर लें, ठीक है. Yeah, so do it hashtag submit and then we can go from there. Good job, by the way. You have a lot of hashtag submit done already, so very good.
इसको फाइनल करूंगा.
Yeah, inshallah. Let's maybe even if you're able to sell one, because again, we still half of the fight कि हमें investor को लाना है, उसको देना है property. But again, one भी sell होती है, so you will be in a much further than anyone else. और अगर ऐसा हो सकता है कि दूसरी सेल ना हो, बट बिकॉज हमने प्रॉपर्टी देख ली, बात कर ली, सो मोस्ट लाइकली वी विल गेट इट इन द नेक्स्ट टाइम, और यू नो व्हाटएवर द वीक और 2 weeks आफ्टर. But inshallah we'll try to sell all of them without a doubt. Okay, so don't worry. अगर आप समझो कि यार हम लोग मेहनत नहीं करेंगे, हमारे तो पैसे लगे हुए राइट, हम तो अगर इन्वेस्टर भेजते हैं तब 100, अगर $50 में भी कोई बंदा भेजते हैं तो $50 तो लग गए ना राइट, तो हमारे तो पैसे लगे हुए हैं. अगर जब तक हम उसको सेल नहीं करते तो हमारे पैसे वापस नहीं आते राइट, और अगर नहीं सेल होती तो वापस आएंगे ही नहीं राइट, दैट्स अ लॉस. सो इट्स नॉट नेवर गोना बी कि हम अपने तरफ से मेहनत नहीं करेंगे, दैट्स गोना बी द 99% ट्रू दैट वी विल डू एवरीथिंग इन आवर पावर. ओके,
Okay, thank you.
right, no worries. All right guys, I will end it here. It's 1 o'clock.
यस भाई,
जी,
मैंने आपको एजेंट की डिटेल्स सेंड किया है, मैं स्क्रीनशॉट सेंड किया है.
can I call this agent tomorrow?
ओके, सही है.
आपका ये एजेंट है, इसकी प्रॉपर्टी ये वही वाली जो आपने मुझे ऊपर जो भेजी थी?
ये मुझे मतलब
अच्छा, ये वो वाला है, सही सही.
हाँ, ये वही है.
ठीक है ठीक. ये आपको घर भेजता है, कहाँ के घर भेज रहा है ये?
मुख्तलिफ एरियाज के.
नहीं मतलब सिटी, स्टेट?
स्टेट लेविलैंड के बहुत से.
अच्छा, श्योर श्योर. या सो इससे आप बात रखें, ऐसे एजेंट काम के होते हैं, उनको अपना क्राइटेरिया बता दें. आप उसको अपना क्राइटेरिया बता दें कि भाई मुझे 2 चीज़ें की चाहिए, सेलर फाइनेंस जिसमें ओनर एग्री करता है सेलर फाइनेंस और ला देगा, और दूसरा ये कि कैश ऑफर और फिक्स एंड फ्लिप. ठीक है, कैश घर जो ख़राब घर है, डिस्ट्रेस घर है, जिसमें कम काम हो, बहुत ज़्यादा काम ना हो, बट मैं उसको ख़रीद सकूँ. ठीक है. दूसरी बात आपने ये कन्विंस करनी है कि जब कोई एजेंट ला के देता है आपको घर, तो वो 99% ऑफ टाइम वो इस थिंकिंग में होता है कि आप उसको पे करेंगे. ठीक है, वो बन जाता है आपका बायर्स एजेंट. ठीक है, बायर्स एजेंट बनने का मकसद ये होता है कि जब प्रॉपर्टी सेल होती है, ठीक है, सेलर कमीशन देता है अपने एजेंट को और आपके एजेंट को. ठीक है, सम केसेस में ऐसा नहीं होता. सेलर बोलता है कि नहीं, मैं आपको बायर्स का एजेंट नहीं दूंगा, मैं सिर्फ अपना एजेंट के पैसे को पूरे करूंगा. ठीक है, तो फिर आपको जेब से एजेंट को पैसे देने पड़ते हैं, और वो पैसे टेक्निकली इट्स गोना बी एक्सपेंसिव प्रॉपर्टी देन. ठीक है, तो इससे बचा इस तरह जा सकता है कि आप उससे पूछें कि आपके पास जो प्रॉपर्टी लिस्टेड हैं, मुझे वो प्रॉपर्टीज़ दो. समझ रहे हैं? वो प्रॉपर्टीज़ का मतलब उसकी अपनी प्रॉपर्टीज़ हैं, तो वो अपनी प्रॉपर्टीज़ आपको दे रहा है. तो उससे होता है ये कि अगर आप भले उसको एजेंट भी बना लें, तो अब आप उसको 2 तरफ से पैसे मिलेंगे सेलर्स के. और अगर सेलर पैसा नहीं भी देना चाहता तो ठीक है, ना दे, हम खुद बगैर एजेंट के हम प्रॉपर्टी ख़रीद लेंगे. ठीक है, बट अगर वो ला के दे रहा है घर, मोस्ट लाइकली वो बस MLS पे जा रहा होगा, और MLS पे जो कि मल्टी सर्विस प्रोवाइडर है, लिस्टिंग प्रोवाइडर, उससे वो कॉपी कर रहा है, सारे घर आपको भेज रहा है. तो कोशिश करें, उससे पूछेंगे ये सारे घर जो भेजें, आर यू द लिस्टिंग ओनर और लिस्टिंग एजेंट ऑफ दिस प्रॉपर्टी? आपकी अपनी प्रॉपर्टी है या आप किसी और की लेके आ रहे हो? ठीक है, अगर वो बोलता है नहीं मेरी अपनी प्रॉपर्टी है, देन देयर इज नो इशू, एवरीथिंग इज गुड. मगर नहीं बोलता कि नहीं मैं किसी और की लेके आ रहा हूँ, देन तब भी हम उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं, बट उसको बता देना कि आई डू नॉट पे द बायर कमीशन, सेलर्स पे द बायर कमीशन. If you're okay with that, we can continue. ठीक है?
सही।
ठीक है, बस
हाँ, उसने मुझसे पूछा था कि कैश ऑफर और सेल्फ फाइनेंस के अलावा आप क्या क्या ऑफर मांग रहे हो, तो मैं कहा कि नहीं और कुछ नहीं है, हमारा बस यही दोनों है।
मतलब
और
टेक्निकली
मॉर्गेज पे
ऑफर्स
भी मैंने
यही होती है।
बहुत कुछ बताया था कि इस तरह हम काम कर सकते हैं।
हाँ।
उसने कहा कि ठीक है, मैं अगर इस तरह हो तो मैं आपको सेंड कर देता हूँ।
हाँ,
तो ये डेली मुझे 2-3 सेंड कर देता है।
हाँ, तो अब मेरा नहीं ख्याल डेली इसके पास प्रॉपर्टीज आ रही होंगी, आई
हाँ,
डाउट
और
इट।
ये इसकी अपनी प्रॉपर्टीज नहीं है,
हाँ,
ये दूसरे एजेंट से ले रहा होता है, मतलब
हाँ, तो ये डिफरेंस है ना, तो वो बेसिकली आपको इसको बोलते हैं इम्प्लाइड कंसेंट। इसका मतलब कि क्योंकि आपने उसको हाँ बोल दिया कि मुझे प्रॉपर्टी लेके आओ, तो उसका मतलब वो टेक्निकली आपका एजेंट बन गया इम्प्लॉयड। आपने पेपर साइन नहीं किया, मगर वर्बली एक आपका एजेंट बन गया एज अ बायर्स एजेंट। तो अब वो आपको फाइंड करके ला के दे रहा है एज इन्वेस्टर। नथिंग रॉन्ग विद दैट। ऐसा इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि आप उसको मना कर दें, बट उसको बता दो कि भाई आई डोंट पे द एजेंट कमीशन, माई सेलर वुड पे द एजेंट कमीशन, जस्ट कीप दैट इन माइंड। तो अब वो जो भी लेके आता है, ठीक है, हम सिर्फ पैसों पे बात करेंगे, और एजेंट का, उसके एजेंट का अपने एजेंट से डिस्कशन होगी कि भाई सेलर का जो भी मसला है वो उनसे पैसे निकालेगा, हम सिर्फ सेलर को पे करेंगे प्रॉपर्टी के या
सही
क्लोजिंग
है।
कॉस्ट।
ये मैं उसको मेंशन करता हूँ।
हाँ, उसको मतलब ऐसे नहीं करना, एकदम से नहीं बोलना, मगर नॉर्मल से बोल देना, वी डो आई डोंट यूजुअली पे द एजेंट कमीशन। उससे पूछना कि इज दिस प्रॉपर्टीज आर योर्स और किसी और की है।
सही।
ठीक है, या क्योंकि अगर डेली आपको दो भेज रहा है तो मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि उसकी अपनी होगी, वो कहीं और से शायद देख रहा होगा और से आपको भेज रहा होगा।
हाँ, ये तो उसने मुझे बताया था कि मेरी अपनी प्रॉपर्टीज नहीं है, मैं दूसरी जगह से ले रहा होता हूँ।
हाँ, या दैट मीन्स कि वो बायर्स एजेंट की बात कर रहा है। ठीक है।
हाँ,
Alright, guys. Inshallah, we'll meet tomorrow again. Talk about a lot of deals. Good deals, guys. We're doing so good right now. All the deals are getting better. आप लोग जो daily classes में आ रहे हैं, I can see a huge difference. Just about Hussein जब starting में properties दी थी, it wasn't that great. Now his properties are very good. He knows what he's doing. But good job on everyone else. Fahim did very good job on the properties. I think he has like 3-4 properties in hashtag submit right now. So very good. All right, guys. Inshallah, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll give you an update on all the properties we are working on, and we go from there. Take care of yourself. Inshallah. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. Okay, guys, people on YouTube and TikTok, I finished my live, my class. आपको अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज़ आस्क मी. Okay, 2 people, 1 person on TikTok live, no problem at all. 3 people here, ask me question. I will ask you. Abuzar Sajid, Musa, how to join your community? Who has joined? Mostly people from India, Pakistan, and Asia. Whom do I send the $10? You don't send the $10 to us. It's a company on the Voop account. So if you're on YouTube, go into the links wherever in the links are. There's a WAP account. There's a big video of my face with like a very bad condition when I was making that video. But anyways, I was sick at the time. So that video will explain how and everything. There is a page. It explains everything, the cost, what the cost is for, what you're gonna get, everything. And then that link you'll pay online. You would need a Visa or MasterCard, by the way. वीज़ा और मास्टर कार्ड की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी. अगर आपके पास नहीं है तो आपको सदा पे, इजी पे, समथिंग लाइक दैट पाकिस्तान में होता है. यू कैन यूज़ दैट. She has no. Yeah, so if you have no, then you probably have to go to Sada Pay and Easy Pay. Sardar Hamza, like the live. Appreciate it, Sardar Hamza. I think you're probably the only person who's been liking 1,600 times. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, Hamza, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer it for next 5-10 minutes so that I can help you guys. I have Sada Pay account. Please send the money in that. जब आपकी डील क्लोज होती है तो हम सदा पे नहीं भेज सकते टेक्निकली, बिकॉज सदा पे एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं होता, राइट. तो पैसे जाते हैं रिमिटली के ज़रिए एज अ रिमिटेंस. ठीक है, स्पेशली इन पाकिस्तान एंड इंडिया. it goes into remittance. आपका बैंक अकाउंट होता है मेरे ख्याल में IBABN number, I don't know what's it called, but something like IBCN number, whatever that is. वो नंबर आप प्रोवाइड करते हैं हमारी टीम को, उस नंबर पे ट्रांजैक्शन होती है, उस पर फिर आपको पैसे आते हैं पाकिस्तान से और यहाँ से US से, ठीक है। तो वो मास्टर कार्ड पे कभी भी पैसे नहीं जा सकते। प्लीज़ सेंड अस दी ₹10। Do you want me to send you the do you want me to send the 10 rupees? Is that what you mean? I can make 10 daily pay. $10 is a month transaction. I'm now in Saudi living. Can I work with you? Yes. So if you're living in Saudi, everything is the same, right? कि पाकिस्तान से लोग कर सकते हैं, कनाडा से लोग कर सकते हैं, US से कर सकते हैं, so it doesn't matter. बेसिकली हम करते हैं कि जिन चीज़ों के लिए डॉक्यूमेंट्स या आपको यहाँ पे होना लाजमी होता है प्रॉपर्टी ख़रीदने के लिए, वो एक कंपनी ओवरटेक कर लेती है और आप उस कंपनी के एम्प्लॉय बन जाते हैं, ठीक है। तो आप पे कोई इशू नहीं आता, आपकी कंपनी पे आता जो टेक्निकली हम हैं, ठीक है। और फिर हमने अपनी कंपनी पे ज़्यादा इशू ना आने के लिए इंश्योरेंसेस ली हुई होती है ताकि हम खुद ना फंसें, ठीक है। तो इस वजह से आप वहाँ तक बस नेगोशिएट करो सेलर से, फ़ोन पे या ईमेल पे नेगोशिएट कर ली, उसने एग्री कर लिया, उसको उठा के आपने सबमिट कर देनी है एंड यू आर डन। फिर हमारी टीम में हमारी कंपनी का उस ऑर्डर में नाम आएगा, हम पैसे भेजेंगे, क्लोज करेंगे, मार्केट करेंगे एंड देन वंस इट्स सोल्ड विल सेंड द मनी, ठीक है। Can I make $10 in daily pay? No. So you cannot make $10 daily, but if you work on this at least a month to 2 months, let's say if someone is very bad, take it, I'm talking about someone is not you, but someone is very bad, don't know anything, he's starting, he might take 2 days, but 2 months. In that 2 months, when your deal is sold, the minimum our company will pay, the minimum is 500 USD, ठीक है। दिस डील्स कुछ ख़राब डील्स होते हैं जिसमें सिर्फ 200 का बेनिफिट होता है, 300 का बेनिफिट होता है, बट हमारी कंपनी ने एक सेट स्टैंडर्ड किया कि 500 से ज़्यादा आपको 500 तो कम से कम मिलेंगे एंड देन उससे ज़्यादा आएंगे। तो अगर जैसे आपको 2 महीने लगते हैं, आपने 2 दफ़ा $10 पे किए, आपको इन रिटर्न 500 मिल गया, दैट्स अ बिग रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट, ठीक है। अब वो 500 में से आप अपने $20 जो आपने पे किए आपको टेक्निकली वो वापस मिल गए, नंबर 1। फिर जो पैसे बचे उससे आप फ़ोन ख़रीद सकते हैं, फ़ोन नंबर ख़रीद सकते हैं, ठीक है। जो पैसे बचे वो आप नॉर्मल चीज़ में आप खर्च करें अपने घर में, राइट। तो ऐसे 3 सेल करने के बाद आपने ख़ुद इन्वेस्टर बनना है, फिर आपने ख़ुद प्रॉपर्टी ओन करनी है हमारे साथ, हम भी प्रॉपर्टी ओन करेंगे आपके साथ, ताकि आपको पता हो कि जिसकी यहाँ पे प्रॉपर्टी है वो भी ओन करता है मेरे साथ, ताकि वो लेके भागेगा नहीं या गायब नहीं हो जाएगा जो भी है। तो हमारे साथ प्रॉपर्टी ओन करेंगे और फिर जिस तरह हम इन्वेस्टर को बेनिफिट देते हैं, कैश का मंथली कैश उनकी जेब में आता है, इसी तरह आपको बेनिफिट मिलेगा मंथली कैश का, ओके। ओके ब्रदर, काइंडली हाउ कैन आई कांटेक्ट विद यू? ब्रो हमजा, यू कैन कांटेक्ट विद DM, TikTok DM. I usually try my best to answer all the DM on my own. If I cannot answer, someone in my team answer. So TikTok DM, we look at it daily and we answer you. To send me a DM request in TikTok, ask me questions. I'll give you link of the video that will help you understand the whole process. Okay. I can make $10 in pay. Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. Any other questions, guys? I will usually my class is from 9 to 12, 2 hours. This is after 1, so that's like more than 3 hours. But because we're getting good deals, I want you guys to succeed and close the deal, guys. Really, if trust me, अगर आप एक डील क्लोज कर दी, राइट, एक डील 1 महीने में या 2 महीने में या 6 महीने में भी क्लोज कर दी, दैट्स अ लॉट ऑफ मनी, ठीक है। और आपकी जेब से जो 30-40 डॉलर जाएंगे बेसिकली जो इसमें शामिल होने में, इट्स ईजली गोना बी पेड, राइट। 500 इज़ नॉट अ स्मॉल अमाउंट। इवन हियर अगर आप $10 देके 500 कमा सकते हैं, दैट्स अ बिग डील, ठीक है। बट उसमें मेहनत आपकी है, ये कोई हराम काम तो है नहीं ना कि आप बगैर बस पैसे आप मतलब फ्री में आपको पैसे मिलेंगे। ऑफ कोर्स इट्स नॉट हराम, राइट। हलाल काम में आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, आपको खून पसीना लगाना पड़ेगा एंड देन यू एबल टू गो समवेयर। बट आई जस्ट वांट यू टू डू one deal. If one deal will give you I'll show you मैं आपको अपना रिमिटली अकाउंट दिखाता हूँ जिससे हमने स्टूडेंट्स को पैसे भेजे हुए। एक्चुअली आई हैव अ स्क्रीनशॉट्स ऑफ लॉट ऑफ दैट जिसमें मैंने उनके नाम वाम हटाए हुए हैं, तो आई विल शो यू right here, right? This is the screenshot of one transaction. I don't know if you can see it on the top. It's like 1,22,000. Here, I'll show you guys too. Right on the top, it's like 1,22,000 Pakistani rupees. एक 1 लाख, एक 1.2 का है, एक 1.8 का। तो almost 2 लाख, 2.5 लाख you can make one property, right? I'm not even talking if you do one property 1 लाख की इनकम अगर आपको मिल जाए एक प्रॉपर्टी से, easily आपका खर्चा सारा निकल जाएगा। Thank you so much. I'm waiting for your response. Sounds good. I'll try to check my DMs right after this call, and then I'll go from there. Okay. What do we have here? Just followed you. Thank you, Islamic Shehzada. Thank you for following from the live. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, I will let you go. If you have any questions, right? I do live classes every day. Okay, 5 days with no gap. Okay, everything what I'm teaching here in the Discord is here. Okay, only thing is not there is the screen recording, and we will not sell your deal. ठीक है, इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि आप काम अभी स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकते। आपके पास सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन है, आप सारी काम स्टार्ट करो। मेरी क्लासें हज़ारों घंटों की क्लासें यूट्यूब पे पड़ी हुई हैं, आप रोज़ बैठ के एक क्लास देखो और उसको लर्न करना सीखो। ठीक है, डील फाइंड करो, सब कुछ करो, एंड देन कम टू अस। ओके, आपको होना क्लास में लाजमी इस वजह से है कि जब आप ऑफ़र भेजते हैं तो आप ऑफ़र हमको रिप्रेजेंट नहीं करेंगे, हम आपकी लाइबिलिटी नहीं ले सकते। आपको खुद अपने नाम से ऑफ़र भेजनी पड़ेगी और अपने नाम से उसको ऑफ़र एक्सेप्ट करवानी पड़ेगी। मगर अगर आप कमिटी में हैं देन यू डोंट नीड टू। ठीक है, फिर आप कंपनी को बोलेंगे भाई इस कंपनी का मसला है, मैं तो सिर्फ उसका इसमें जॉब करता हूँ, मेरी कोई टेंशन नहीं है इसमें। ठीक है, anyways, which time you come online? Every day from 9 o'clock Edmonton time. I think it's I don't know what time is in Pakistan, to be very honest. Basically अभी जो टाइम हो रहा है ना, इससे 3 घंटे पहले, जैसे अभी मैं हमारे पास 1 o'clock 17 मिनट हो रहे हैं, 1:17 हो रहे हैं। 1 बजे तक चले आओ और 1 बजे से 3 घंटे पीछे चले आओ। एग्जैक्टली दैट टाइम डेली राइट हियर ऑन बोथ टिकटॉक एंड यूट्यूब। यूट्यूब इज़ बेटर। अगर आपका क्वेश्चन टिकटॉक पे है तो यूजुअली वो क्योंकि टिकटॉक बताता है कि भाई समवन ज्वाइन, तो आपका क्वेश्चन बहुत ऊपर चला जाता है। मगर यूट्यूब ऐसा नहीं करता, यूट्यूब सिर्फ क्वेश्चन दिखाता है। तो इफ़ यू आर ऑन यूट्यूब, मोस्ट लाइकली आई विल बी एबल टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन। अगेन द लिंक एंड स्टफ एवरीथिंग इज़ फ्री एंड इन द बायो। ठीक है, all right guys, thank you for joining and staying with me today. Again, any question for YouTube you can just comment under any video. For TikTok you can just DM me, I'll hopefully get to you. Take care of yourself guys. Inshallah we'll talk soon. Tomorrow same time we go from there. Bye for now.